There I am.
There you are.
There I am.
You guys see the new UI?
Yes.
It looks so nice.
I enjoy new UI.
It also makes it so much nicer on the DM side. They cleaned up buttons and things. It's so nice. Alrighty.
All right.
The ping.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, wait, how do you what? Ow.
ping mode.
The target.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah blah blah.
Aw, mine's
Okay.
boring.
New
Mine's great.
toys.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
those
it's
look
whatever
big.
button. It's whatever color your active color is.
That makes sense.
Yes, which is dark gray black. So
Yeah, for you.
Mine's
Yeah.
nice
I mean-
and bright red.
No, you
Anyways,
with
now we
red.
could just be like, instead of having to draw an arrow for stuff, we could just be like, there,
over
here.
that thing.
Yeah,
Right
that
there.
one.
I
Ah.
actually, that's super nice.
That's
Helpful.
nice. The duration could be
Um,
adjusted, but you know, I'm
oh,
just glad
there's
it
also
exists.
a target enemy unit.
Nice, nice.
There's-
Button.
Yeah, look at that.
Yes,
Target mode.
yes,
Target
Liz.
friendly
You woke up.
units.
How are you doing,
Oh,
yo?
interesting,
How are
interesting.
you?
Anyways,
Anyway, indeed.
Sorry.
Anyway, we started playing.
Yes. So last week you guys finished up the
Oh, thank you for the raid, Tide Pool. How are you? 8
combat.
people. Jesus, thank you. Thank you for the raid.
that
Intro, please hold.
you guys had started and had been going for a couple weeks. The little pseudo dungeon crawl through the city.
Mhm.
And while you guys were fighting the combat outside against a unknown enemy that was targeting from the shadows before being found and subsequently poofing, much to the dismay of everybody. You while you guys were all outside fighting, Mikael was inside, and to his knowledge, fighting a singular cultist and slaying him. However, what had truly happened that he does not remember due to a modified memory is Strahd was there and taunting him and showing his ability to still influence Mikael, whether Mikael wants him to or not.
Mm-hmm.
And then killing the cultist himself before modifying Mikael's memory and disappearing into the mist right as the party broke into the church where this had been happening. So, to none the wiser of anyone in the party. Now, afterward, you're able to save a few people from the church thanks to some medicine checks and some good berries and cast by Harrigan. You were able to revive a few people and bless you.
Thank you.
Then escort them as well as some of the other guards back to the safety of the Blue Water Inn, which has kind of become your group's hideout here in Vallaki and honestly this world in general. You guys tend to come back here. You know you have free room and board due to having helped the innkeepers and helping the family of them. So you guys have the free room and board here anytime you want to. You're actively, you know, these people are against Strahd, so you have a common enemy. So this has kind of become your guys' home base, as well as having your lack of a better term, ally von Richten. Um, here as well, assisting. But you guys made your way back here, which you saw ended up kind of becoming a refuge for people from the town as they were running when the church was breached, or people couldn't make it this far to the church. They were escorted here, and several guards, as well as several of the were-ravens, um, helped to defend this place against the onslaught of the undead. And eventually the town calmed down, and people set about trying to restore order, repair the town, put out fires. As people who were wounded were being tended to by Harrigan and Dorosta. I believe you helped with that a little bit as well. I could be wrong, but but as that was happening, some people curled up into balls and catch their breath, running out of any sort of utilities that they had left. And it was at that point you guys were contemplating taking a long rest. Yes, it wouldn't be an overnight rest. It would just simply be middle of the day, but there's not to say that you can't take a long rest in the middle of the day if you need it. And then you guys are going to be setting about to do something somewhere. So where do we go from here?
I believe we already did take that long rest. I'm
I
just saying.
Mechanically, I
believe
rewarded the long rest, but I don't
Technically-
know if you actually did yet. I didn't know if there was going to be any sort of role playing during that long rest. I just know that I hit the long rest button so that you guys could refill your stuff. But I don't
Gotcha.
remember if there was going to be any role play or anything during that, because you're not really sleeping, or at least not everybody is. So I didn't know if you guys wanted to have any RP during that long rest.
We're
That
just
would
chill.
still fit within the confines of it.
I thought we had roleplayed in the evening a little bit.
I think we
Am I
did
wrong?
Yeah,
slightly.
You did. Okay.
A little bit.
I didn't
yeah.
write that part in my
But-
notes.
Zilla had
down, but I
mentioned
thought we
that she
did.
wanted to talk with people later when in the rooms.
Oh no, we long rested, but we didn't sleep because it was like middle of the day.
Yeah. So we're
That
like
sound
hanging
familiar?
out.
I just
So
didn't
I
know if
guess
there was
if
any
there's
additional
anything
role
that-
plays
Yeah.
that wanted to be happening during that time before I just jumped to like 8 o'clock at night.
I mean, Zilla would absolutely take the chance of the long rest to catch up on Shut Eye, if the DM will allow Zilla to catch up on Shut Eye.
Well,
Well,
Does
per
Zilla catch up
Raw.
on Shut Eye?
Per Raw, a long rest will remove a level of exhaustion.
I know, but she would take a nap in this time.
I
This is
understand
why
that.
I'm
There's
asking.
no reason you can't.
Okay, so there's no hag shenanigans going
Remove
on.
your
Okay,
long rest.
moving on.
Remove your exhaustion.
Chaos like usual. Thank you. Once again, Tidepool. Just deafening real quick. Thank you again for the raid. Big preach. Thanks for bringing everybody out. I hope your D&D was good. Now we return to Strahd.
Oh, I know. Anyways,
incredible.
So yeah, your level of exhaustion is removed.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, Zila, when she's already mentioned to everyone prior to taking her nap, essentially, that she wanted to talk to everyone in the
Wrong button.
evening,
Sorry.
but not like in the rooms privately.
Hmm.
But it wasn't immediate, so people could go around and do whatever they wanted to for their long rest.
I think
I
the
mean,
roaster would call up a powwow
yeah.
with people, and we would have Rudolph in there, and then the innkeepers, and then whoever else wanted to join. To be like, what are the chances of us getting these bones back? Probably would be my first question.
Just for clarification, this is during the long rest you would do this?
If we're allowed to talk during the long rest, then yes. If not, then
I don't.
afterwards.
Yeah, because talking, having conversation. I mean, how many times do you role play having conversations while you're on watch? Like, it's just how it is. I'm not
It's the
gonna
same thing.
be super
Yeah.
Okay.
stringent.
I'm just making sure for me because at this point Zila would be taking it now. So,
Yeah.
anyways, continue.
Unless they're busy during that to help people get healed, we're just over here chilling in the corner. Then again, if you would wait till
Yeah,
after
I would say
things are
probably
chill.
during this part, they're probably. I would say Rudolph, maybe not as much. He might be more just watching, and I mean, he's helping here and there. But the innkeepers would definitely be trying to help tend to people. Rudolph
Like, I
tends
don't really
looks like
care
he's
when I do it. Just whenever we
yeah.
get the chance. So
I mean,
Yeah, I would say during that first long rest, at least for the first half of it, the innkeepers and Rudolph would probably not be available for at least
okay,
the
cool.
first half
So
of that long rest. Um, so if that's the case, we want to just jump to nighttime then, or
good with
evening.
me.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
So long rest has been completed.
Hooray!
perfect.
By this point, the inn has mostly cleared out. Those that were more heavily injured they were tended to and stabilized, and so most of them have been kind of, old school 2 on one end, 2 on the other, carry the people out on a stretcher, out to other locations, so that way they could resume, cleaning things up, serving food and alcohol because people are gonna need that tonight. Um, so to allow them to get back to business, they kind of while you guys are having your long rest and nobody really bothers you, they can see that you're pretty well worn, you're beaten. Some of them saw you fighting, especially the people that you rescued in the church. So the people don't bother you during that. Or one, or somebody may look over to you guys and then like they're gonna come over to ask for help, and then they're like, "No, I got this," and then they'll go back. Um, trying to give you guys a rest. But
Like a
they
little sign up on the counter table, like this table is resting. Please do not
Uh,
disturb. Like, like a little table tag.
yeah, so they get stuff cleaned up, and even though the innkeepers and was it Johann and Sebastian, I think is what I named them.
Uh-huh.
Um, I keep forgetting their names. I don't know why. I have them named. They're written down. I just keep forgetting their names. Um, even though they're pretty battered, they do take rest here and there, so that they're not as physically worn out. But they help get the inn back together. A few more were ravens show up and help clean up and begin to get the tavern ready and open for business. So around the time, about an hour or so before your long rest is done, the tavern is reopened as the tavern. And so people start kind of coming in. A lot of the were ravens that came to help, they stay here to kind of help be waiters because more people start coming in, filling up the tables, and there's a lot of drink and food to be had. Um, these people have had a very long day and are very tired. So this tavern kind of becomes almost as bustling as it was the night you brought the wine back to the town. But it's not the same happy, joyous, rambunctious. It's just busy. And there's just kind of a low murmur around of everybody. It's not that same happy, joyous energy. It's a very somber attitude, a very somber atmosphere. But nonetheless, there's a lot of people. Almost every table is full. And there's just kind of low conversations happening between people. As you guys finish your long rest, and you see the scene before you. How would you like to proceed here?
Okay, great. I'm calling a powwow.
Okay.
Good. Sounds good.
Are
Or
you
whatever the
calling it
equivalent is that's not
around
offensive, but yes.
the
meeting.
table or taking it up to the rooms or in the back of the kitchen?
If we have to go to the kitchen in the back for privacy, that's fine, sure.
No, I'm openly asking what would where would she want to have this meeting?
I would not want passerby to be in the meeting, so somewhere where there's not people that are going to be eavesdropping.
So probably your best bet would be up in the rooms.
Okay, cool. But
Mhm.
we're also, I want the people, like the Were-Raven peoples to come up to talk to
Okay,
us
the
also.
husband and wife.
Sure, that works.
Okay, yeah, the two kind of proprietors of the inn,
Yeah.
who you get the sense that they're kind of the leaders of this section.
That's what I want.
Even though they don't actively go out and do a lot of stuff themselves, they're kind of the leaders of this area as far as the Were Ravens go. So they would, of anybody, they would be the ones that would come up and meet you if you're specifically wanting to talk to the Were Ravens as a whole. That they would be the two you would talk to. So I don't have a map for the rooms, so we're just gonna stay on this map.
Great. Let it be known it's a private room. This is a private meeting.
Yes, this is. Yeah, Von Richten would take you
I
up
would
to
ask him to come
his
up first.
room, which is
yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
So, okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
So he'll take you up to his room, which you guys are aware has been magicked in ways to prevent sound and such from escaping.
Great. Okay.
That I don't have to listen at the door to
Yes.
make sure no one
Is any
No,
party member not
because that
coming
was
up with
part of
us?
his. That was part of why he was irritated at you guys, is because you had dispelled the
broke his
magic and he
magic,
had to
yeah.
redo the magic again.
Mm.
And it was, while it wasn't hard, it was annoying that he had to redo it again.
Couldn't have been
So-
me.
Well, there we go.
Yeah. So you're
Oopsies.
aware that there is magic placed on this room to prevent certain things from happening here. As far as to the
Great.
extent of it, you don't know.
Good enough.
Cool. Thank
All
you.
right.
So, now that we are all here and we have all rested, we are all doing better, what are we going to do about the bones? Because we were not going to stay around the town for very much longer. I do not know if you have any idea of how to track down the bones, looking at Rudolph and the Were-Ravens.
Well,
I want to bring up, with my memory that I remembered without my feat, my character had asked Harrigan to prepare the locate object spell.
Yeah.
And it has been prepared.
yep, which is totally fine.
Good
Long
job.
rest, you can
Good job,
prepare spells.
Mykonos.
Excellent.
I did it all on my own.
You did it.
Good job.
Perfect.
Oh, good job.
Wow.
Take a
Remember-
star.
remembering.
Now, that said, what are the material components for that spell?
Great question.
monastery?
me look at
I don't
that
know.
real
I feel like
quick.
it.
Locate object. I don't think it's
Oh.
something that's like
Easy.
monetary.
A forked twig.
twig.
We could get that. That's not hard.
Harrigan
to get.
has
Yeah,
one stuck in his
that's-
fur right now.
Yeah.
Right
I mean,
now.
he
Yeah.
goes out looking for herbs and
Realistically.
things.
Yeah.
One of those is going to have a forked
Just pick up a
twig.
few forked twigs. Yeah.
Like-
there
Easy.
Yeah.
That's
fine.
Easy.
you go.
yeah. Easy, nothing to that one.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that would not hurt to do
Um,
that first to see if we can track them down that way. But
Sure.
do we want to do this
Can
right
you-
now, or do we want to wait? I mean,
My
It
issue
is-
is that that guy could have gotten very far in these 8
Extremely
hours.
Well.
far.
Here,
A locate object. Cast it first. At least it would give us some idea.
If it is within 1,000 feet.
Fair, but it's. Do you have any other ideas on how at least to start?
It's
That's
a
what I was
place to
asking you.
start.
It's a place. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying, how likely is it that this thing is still within 1,000 feet of us right now?
I don't know. Let's
Probably
check.
not very likely, honestly. After 8
Highly
hours,
unlikely.
8 hours?
Yeah.
Would
Why
not
wouldn't
hurt
he
to
just
try at
turn and
least.
go to
Yeah.
the, you know?
what is the duration on locate object?
10 minutes?
yeah,
an
up
hour?
to, up to
Concentration 10 minutes.
Whoever is Giannis.
Okay.
Snap it.
I think several
It's
of
all
us
Giannis.
Sure, I'll
did
just-
it
The whole
once.
Sorry.
chat right
Two
now.
separate people. Y'all, I'm running on 4 hours of sleep. Don't.
Listen.
I'm good.
I'm not running much more than that.
Thank you.
Same. Okay.
Anyway,
Okay. Well,
Look, we
likelihood
should
of
still
it being
try.
within 1,000 feet. I mean, you can try it, but it's might be unlikely. But we might be surprised.
The worst thing that happens
Sure, let's just
is
try it.
nothing.
Yeah, no change.
Correct. And then we have to go to plan B, which is somebody else looking for the person who has the bones.
I
Mhm.
don't want to volunteer anyone, but, like, it just seems like it'd be pretty useful to be able to, like, turn into a bird.
I do not want
fly
to
around to
volunteer
look for
you,
stuff.
looking at, again, our two proprietors, but it
You
would
know.
be helpful if you could keep an
Like,
eye
if
out
I
for
could do
them if we
that.
can't find them now. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could definitely send a couple of scouts. That's not a problem. I hate to do this to you, as he looks at Mikael, because they know what you are.
Yeah.
We do not have the sense of smell.
I
That
tried
is-
it earlier, and could not pick it up, but I could try again.
Well, perhaps now that you are not around burning buildings and we have the concentration of bones here, perhaps the bones instead of the person might be easier to gain a scent from? I don't know. We don't have that ability.
I'm not sure either. That's not a bad idea. I'd be willing to give it a shot. Maybe in conjunction between the two of us.
Yeah, I mean that
No.
is a good option. We could have probably send Johann and Sebastian. They tend to be the. I mean, as you've seen yourself, they're the best fighters as well as the best scouts. Not to say that the rest can't as well, but you know,
Okay.
they are the best that we
So-
have.
Are we going to try to locate the bones first with the magic then, or are we going to do that first?
Let's see how this pans out real quick. And I start casting locate object.
Is that an okay? So it's an action. You have the fork to a
Mhm.
concentration. Let's see. That's fair. I'm sorry, I not related to this. It is, but not this. The spell can't locate an
That's
object of any thickness of
Joey's
lead.
cat.
Even a thin sheet blocks the direct path. That is fascinating.
Mhm.
Why is
Yeah,
it lead?
it's very
is
limited in
thick.
that.
Futuristic
What is it?
But even a
campaigns.
thin sheet.
I,
Is it
Maybe-
To give it, like,
is it
some-
an X-ray? Like
Yes,
Yeah,
you're
it feels
X-ray
like
visioning
yes.
for 1,000 feet. That's
Uh,
what's happening.
I
Superman's
like
X-ray
what?
vision, right?
I
Can't see
want to
through
know the
lead.
explanation for lead, specifically lead.
I
It
don't
is
know.
Maybe
anti-magic, not
there's
just
an-
anti-X-rays.
yeah, maybe
There's
there's
a way
an
to give an
object.
out.
Yeah, like a DM
I mean, I
doesn't
get
want
that
you
there's got to
find
be
it
some
right
way.
away.
It's just of all the materials, lead
Feels
couldn't have been like steel, metal, like general metal.
Adamantine.
Yeah,
If it was just
something
like a
that's
general
more
metal,
D&D themed than lead.
Nope.
I don't know.
Lead.
mithril, adamantine,
Feels like
crystal, like
alchemical.
something
Nope.
fantastical,
Yeah,
not
Nope.
alchemical.
lead. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry. As you cast the spell, you do not pick up anything within 1,000 feet,
Yeah, that would be a no.
aside from the 3 sitting in front of you.
That is not that surprising, but good trying at least.
Yes, but I'm just letting you know, like, it is not the fact the spell didn't work. The spell works because you pick up the ones in front of you as you were using those kinds of focus, but you do not pick up the general, nothing else within that 1,000 feet. You do not pick up the fourth one you're missing.
Ooh, snackies. I got
Gotcha.
some nuts here. What do you got?
Well, on the bright side, I
I
can
know that's not technically how
find
the
at
spell
least
works,
3,
but flavor's better.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Well,
What kind
that
of
was worth a try
rice?
anyway.
So,
Mikhail, like,
next, we'll try this. Do we want to go try to find these bones tonight, or are we going to try to get an idea of where the
Jasmine.
people
Good
went?
choice. Good choice. Anything on it?
two schools of thought when it comes to that.
How dire is it
One,
for us to get the bones back?
that is also something to consider. Two schools of thought with this. One, if you're out there in those woods in the dark, even if you come across them,
Okay.
good luck
Okay.
trying to actually catch
Understandable.
them and find them at night. They know these woods
Right.
far better than we do, obviously. Even with Johann or Sebastian scouting ahead, it might be hard to keep track of somebody in these woods at night. But, on the other hand, the longer you wait, the farther away they could go. To be honest, I would err on the favor of waiting till morning, but I can also see why you would want to go now. I don't know if there's a good way or not, to be honest. At least in my opinion. Do any of you have any ideas?
Jeez.
Well, we don't exactly have a lead.
So
Well,
many.
Yes, but
this is also, provided Mikhail can track the person.
if I can track them at all. I worry about it being less and less able to as time goes on.
You have a point. I guess it depends on whether you can track them or not, whether you leave tonight or if you
Alright.
can't track them, I don't think there's much difference between leaving now or in the morning.
Yes, but if I can track them now, I might not be able to in the morning. Scent
Well,
fades.
No, that I would
That's
agree
my
with you.
point.
Why don't you sniff around?
Couldn't get that one out.
Do
Give
we
me
want
the bones.
Mikhail, I do not want to detract from us what we were going to do before the summer
Smooth,
happened. We
Sophie.
were going to go try
Thank
to
you,
take care
thank
of
you.
the problem.
This is urgent, right?
It
Plus,
seems
if
to
we
be
can't
urgent.
find them within like a day or two, I don't know that we will find them at all. And at
Right.
that point, perhaps we just kind of move on. If that makes sense, I don't want to dictate for the group. Just saying. I don't know how much time we can really dedicate to this and still be useful.
That leads to the other question that DeRosta had. How important are those bones? Because it seemed like they were providing protection of some sort.
Well, this is the wife speaking, because again, I can't distinguish female voices very well. The church is often seen as a safe haven of sorts to the people here in the city. We could maybe have a few of our associates maybe around to help in case anybody tries to do anything. I don't Obviously, it did something to help during the attacks, but I can't imagine that something like that would come too soon again. I would hope not. I don't know how much. I don't know if the city could withstand another attack like that, to be honest.
I'm not sure how we
Hmm.
I
should
think we should
approach
try.
this.
I mean,
I
I
think we
don't
should try.
think it would hurt to at least try. And
Just try.
look, worst case
See what
scenario,
happens.
Mikau sniffs around, doesn't find anything, and then we do something else. Or
Yeah.
we, I hate to put
We move on.
pressure on you, wait for you and your ravens to find a hint of anything. You'll be able to travel much further and much quicker than we can, and we can accomplish other things a while. Things that need to be
You're
done.
not wrong. I would agree with you. You're not wrong in that. It would definitely be. We can definitely traverse much faster. As they say, as the crow flies. It is quite literally a thing.
Yeah.
So, as the raven flies, let's try. Give me those bones.
All right. So they'll hand the bones over. Roll me survival at
Hey.
advantage.
Hot damn.
Nice.
Hmm.
With a 21, you are able to catch a scent. Of the, you are able to catch a scent off of the bones,
Mhm.
and at least for a time, you do believe you could track it for a little bit. You may have
Okay.
to roll again as as time goes on. You got to pick the scent back up again.
Mhm.
But you do believe
But I
that
got
for at
one.
least a bit of time, you do have a scent.
All right. Well, I've got something. Are we going, or are we trying to wait?
So, like
Personally, I
Rudolph
think we
said,
should
is
just
it?
go.
If, I know it's not safe, but if we wait, we might lose the scent, right?
It is never safe.
Yeah, I mean, we thought here was safe too, but look at what happened. So
Yeah, look what happened. So, I don't know. I'll go if
I'm
everyone
alright with
is.
going if we're all okay with going. Sure.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, let's go.
It'd be useful to go now if you have a scent.
That's it.
Sure, we should take it while we have it.
Well, then let's move
All
up.
right.
All
Yeah.
right.
I
All right.
will.
Are we bringing Johan
I
and
will
Sebastian
stay
with us?
here. Yes, you are. He'll Rudolph. Yeah, you can take that. And he'll look over to the Raven like he was going to volunteer them, and then looks over at the leaders. Yes, they can go with you. It's fine. So I gotta bring them back in. Hold on, let me find them again. How did I spell Johan? Oh, that's how I did it. Okay. You'd think I would know how to spell characters' names. I don't, even though I'm the one that did it. Okay. So you are able to. I'm going to. Boop. No, they're not evil. Make them friendly. Gosh.
The true
Fancy
enemies were here all
grounds.
along.
Well, it's because they're listed as creatures, so they get
Mm.
automatically put in as enemies, even though they're not. Okay, so you have Johan and Sebastian. I'm just gonna. They're gonna be in their bird forms. They're not actually in their bird forms. That's just the tokens.
Okay.
Because I don't want to have to change their tokens back and forth. So you have Johan and Sebastian as well with your party.
And the cat.
More Pokemon
Yes, and the
for
mysterious
us.
cat that keeps appearing out of nowhere.
Temporarily.
Yeah, that follows us.
It wasn't me.
She
I
doesn't really
swear.
appear. She just kind of hides out of sight. You
Just-
hear her, but
You just in the distance on the wind, you hear a cat.
Always hear, but never see.
Stop looking at me. It wasn't me.
At this point, Esmeralda will speak up. Well, if you have Johan and Sebastian, you're probably good with them. I will stay back and try to help.
Okay.
Keep watch here. If somebody were to come and attack the church while you are gone, there should be more than just the old man here to help take care of things.
Fair enough.
All right. Now let him give you any shit.
You think he's the one going to be doing it?
He's kind of a dick.
I'm right here, you know.
And you need to hear this.
I think it
Uh,
changes.
touche.
Hear this.
Touche. All right, go do what you need to do. So
We go.
Yep, I'm just gonna.
Side note, you can
Push you
facade
guys.
now on the map.
Yeah, you can WASD.
I
It's
thought I
Great.
did it before. It was
It's
just kind of laggy.
it's super smooth.
Esmeralda is going to stay back. So I'm going to take her out of the character tracker. And take Rudolph out of the character tracker. Okay. Party shrunk by 1. Yes.
Hmm.
No.
We're getting there. We gained 2 and lost 1. I didn't net anything.
no.
I lost actually.
Yeah.
Aha.
No.
Yeah. Net gain, I guess.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
They don't have as many things to. They don't have as many resources to worry about. So you guys begin to make your way, out of the, Blue Water Inn. I'm gonna put that down on my bottom bar because that's just gonna be a place we come back to all the time. There you go. In case people lost it. You guys are able to begin. So, Mikael, with your survival check.
Yep.
You smell it heading toward the east gate.
All right. Then let's head in that direction.
All right.
To the east gate.
Yeah, you smell it. You smell it coming from this way. Okay. Now, let's see. I've got to do math here for a second.
Yes, day is good.
Town
Day
is
is long. Started a bit late tonight,
I
but you
said
know,
this
we're
town's
here.
about a mile wide, didn't I?
Wait,
I don't
you're a
remember
high
how
school
big a
math
town I
student.
said.
Yeah, distant
The
math
cat
problem.
does appear.
Oh.
Oh, the cat's gone again.
I don't know what you're talking about. There was never a cat. Only DeRosto.
I'm telling you, I didn't meow randomly. I speak common words.
Okay, so I believe the town is 2 miles, so if you're halfway, you're 1 mile.
Yes, kitty.
How fast does one walk a mile?
Depends on who
Are
you are.
you asking for real life equivalent?
Yes, like
Okay,
legitimately.
well-
If we are
Huh?
trying to
20 minutes?
hurry,
I believe
Yeah.
the
we can get
entire.
it done in 12.
Let's say I believe the entire party would be double moving, which would be 60 feet. in
Are we jogging or walking? Because that's
6
not the same thing.
seconds. So a minute, 60. Oh god, here we go. 60 times.
Well, again, thinking the 30 feet is like sprinting in that 60 seconds, basically. So if you're going casually, you're not going
Also,
to
you
go quite
guys-
60.
True.
You're going to go closer to like 30 to 45 at a casual. I mean, but you guys are going a little quick because you do have a scent. You don't want to lose it. So
yeah.
I'd say you're going probably 45 per round. 10 rounds in a minute, so 450 feet per minute. That seems really fast. Is that the right math? Is that
Probably.
math? I don't know how to do math, guys. This is a problem.
How fast would you travel a mile if you're traveling at 40 feet a minute?
100 and almost 20 minutes. 2 hours.
To travel a mile?
Yes, a mile
That's
is
insane, right?
5,280 feet.
That Theory, that seems
We can't hear you,
wrong.
Mira. You're super quiet.
D&D, moving at a fast pace, you can go 4 miles in an hour.
Okay.
Oh, really?
15
Can you hear
minutes.
me okay now?
Now
Yeah.
we
it's better.
can.
The
Yes.
glass is triggered by mistake.
Yeah, that's about on track.
Oops.
All right. What about now?
Now we
Yes,
can.
now,
Not
Yes.
yeah.
here.
You were just like super quiet, so that's why we didn't hear. I heard you just
It's
very
whenever
faintly, and
I
I was like,
go into the app again. I don't know what's causing it. I'll just make it so I go voice activity. Anyways,
sorry about that. I don't know why that's
Weird.
doing that.
Yeah.
all right. How about now?
Yep, we can hear you.
Good.
Yep, good.
Yep. I don't know what's causing it. Anyways, we're on voice activity. If you hear dogs barking, sorry.
It is what it is.
It's fine.
I mean, yeah.
Anyways, continuing. 5,280 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I was more just trying to figure out how long it takes to get to the end to know the 10-minute time. And I was like, I know you get there. I know you do not go 10 minutes in a mile. That's sprinting, like running. And that's a good runner that can do it in 10 minutes. That's like super fast.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was like, I was just trying to figure out when Joey's 10 minutes in. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so you guys.
If it helps, Google says that the average person can take 15 to 22 minutes to walk 1 mile. If we want to go by that instead.
That would probably be the better option. 15 to
Yeah,
22 minutes. Okay.
Pixel, I have it as number keys, my keypad.
Okay.
And so when I type sometimes I forget.
Okay.
I can't use my keypad.
So you guys begin to make your way toward the east gate. And you get to the east gate. You begin to make your way out. Where's my map of Barovia? Barovia? Barovia.
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 That's what my brain went to too.
Seriously. Yep.
Fair.
You begin to make your way out. And you keep smelling it. An hour, 2 hours go by. It's now 10 o'clock. You guys have made it a good bit of distance outside the city. You're kind of closer to this kind of bend right here now ish. And at this point, since it's been long enough, I'm gonna have you roll another survival check at advantage.
All right.
You guys do have the bones with you, so you can continue to try to get that scent.
All right.
So the DC
Can
is
I-
not as high.
Can I make a perception check to see if anyone's following us for one reason or
Absolutely.
another?
Absolutely.
Oh, I heard
Oh,
that
yeah.
first.
I mean, we'd
That's
be on
smart.
high alert right now. Realistically.
Also,
Yeah.
since it is now dark, I want to walk over to Morstead.
Wrong campaign.
Campaign.
I'm
Mikael.
out here.
Who the fuck are you?
This goblin just comes out of nowhere.
Your goblin answers, I was never here at all.
Mikhail just turns into a goblin for 2 seconds.
Anyways.
That was weird. Hey, Mikael, it's a little bit dark. Would you like to be able to see?
Yes, please.
Alrighty. Dark vision. Go.
Wow.
Don't forget Zila and Harrigan 6 temp.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. It didn't transfer over the
Yep.
temp.
When you long
So-
rest it. Yep. In case there's combat, I'm just
Alright.
reminding.
That's fair. So you guys make your way out. What is this? And with a 23, dang, you have a good survival check.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, thank you. I like the layout of the D&D.
You begin to catch the scent again, and for a moment it's confusing because you don't smell it going farther forward. You picked up the scent, and you smell like it almost like it pooled here for a little bit, like maybe the person was here for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And then you catch it kind of going north and looping back again.
Damn it.
Hmm?
Something wrong?
What's going on?
I think they doubled back.
That is odd. Why would they do that?
Very odd. Why would you do that?
Unless...
Where
they-
exactly are we on the map, DM?
So you guys are right about here.
Okay, well, I made a perception for if we were being followed. Can I make a different perception to see if there's like any danger ahead that I could potentially see?
Sure. Your first perception, you did not notice anything. There does not appear to be
Okay.
anybody following you.
All right, cool. I'm gonna look ahead to see if I notice anything ahead, and that's oh well.
It's hard to tell. It's too dark farther ahead, and plus with the bend in the road, the forest is too dense. It's too dark. You can't really make out anything.
Interesting.
Mm.
So they doubled back? Can you tell which
Seems
direction
like
they
it.
went and where they came back?
Like, it seems like
Uh,
they'd
Yeah, it almost seems like they
pulled a Yui.
Yeah, so let me drawing mode. So from what you can smell,
Uh-huh.
they came out, they spent a chunk of time here,
Yeah, hanging out.
and then it seems like they've doubled back this direction somewhere.
Okay.
As to
It's like
whether that's how
following-
far back or not, that's just dramatization for
That's the
purposes of
direction they're
looking.
heading in. So not
Yes.
quite a full U-turn, just kind of a almost.
They looped
They went off
looped
the
back.
path.
It was not a full
Not-
U-turn. It
yeah.
was they looped out and around. Whether they
Mhm.
go toward the lake, toward the town, or around the other side of town, you
Anywhere
can't
else.
tell right
Yeah.
now from here. But you just know
Oh,
that the
shit.
scent goes back up toward the north end of the city.
Yeah. Okay.
Could
I explained this
I...
to everyone.
It's possible that they were trying to confuse anyone who was trying to follow them.
That was my thought. I think
Maybe.
we should keep
Yeah,
following.
let's keep going.
Before we set off
as-
and move...
Since it looks like they stayed here, the scent stayed here from what he's saying, Are there signs of an encampment?
Roll investigation.
I'm gonna
Thank
join
you.
because that is
I
exactly what I
will
want to
roll
do.
with.
Okay, go ahead and do.
Oh,
a
Yeah,
separate
say
roll.
add it.
Okay.
You already
fine.
rolled, so I'm just gonna do my
Yep.
own.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, that's not bad.
19.
Nice.
It does look like there's some grass matted down on the side. It looks like maybe there's a bedroll laid out.
Is there anything that got left behind?
Not that you can see. No, it looks like whoever did this was pretty intentional about covering their tracks.
Okay. Are there tracks?
There are some around where the
God, use
bedroll
your
is,
eyeballs.
but then it goes out into the forest, and you can't see
Okay.
can't tell from within the forest. Too dark.
DM, I want
Yes.
to keep in mind the size of the footprint. I am noting
Okay.
that specific fact.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a weird question about feet later on.
I'm
There's
aware
context.
that was where that was heading.
Great. That is all.
Okay. So are you guys
Yeah.
Are you guys trying to follow that exact scent path again?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lead the way, Mikhail.
I am trying to. Let's go.
Okay. So you guys begin to loop your way back. It is slower going now because you are going through the trees, through the forest. It is not as easy to get through this area. But you do begin to make headway, and you do come out at the other side of the forest along the road that leads both up to north to Lake Zarovich and south to Valaki. And I will need one more survival with advantage to see if you can
Alright,
pinpoint
baby.
which direction,
Keep it
or
going.
if it continues going straight. You don't know.
Ooh.
18 again.
A
Let's go.
23.
Let's fucking go.
Let's
Jiminy.
go.
You can tell it is heading back south toward Valaki again.
Frickin'
Motherfuckers.
What the
motherfuckers.
fuck?
What?
They went back to Valaki, stupid frick. Muttering to himself, following the path.
Well,
Yes.
if I didn't want to be followed, I would do this too, so.
Fucking stupid fucking waste of
How
our
about they
time.
go back in the area that we were already going to be at? That is dumb.
And Irina will speak up with that. Well, we spent enough time in the inn. Perhaps that was the amount of time they were out in the woods, and then as we left, they had looped back around, so we missed them?
I
Perhaps?
can only hope.
They certainly
Just a
weren't
thought.
on the path. I didn't see anyone following us earlier.
We didn't
Well,
run
It
into
was ahead
anyone.
of us.
Unless they were
Does
hiding
does
from
the
us while we were on the
scent
path.
smell more fresh?
Strong.
Does it seem fresher like the farther along we've gotten?
With a 23, I would say yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I was debating making a roll again, but I was like, nah, that's a 23. I'll give you that one.
23's pretty good.
Let's go.
It is.
How close does
It's
it
pretty
appear to be
good.
now? Like, is it really close, or like as far as like really fresh, or just like
It is.
if you had to guess?
It is a
based on
stronger smell, so you imagine you are closer to the target.
Feel like we are closer.
Well, if we get all the way back to Valaki, maybe we head back to the inn. We're kind of more centered in the town. I could cast Locate Object again, but I've got like a maximum of 3 more castings, and then after that I've topped all second and third slots.
Are our Raven friends like in the air scouting above us, or just like
Yes. So
chilling out next to us, walking with us? I mean, yeah.
no. So when you guys stop, they come down and transform back. because they don't have the limitations of per day transformations. Uh,
Wow.
Dang.
I know, right? NPCs,
Must be
man, they can
nice.
do a lot of
Jealous,
things.
man.
Must be fun.
I also can't go
But
full
to be
wolf.
fair,
They can go full bird.
yeah, you turn into a wolf, they turn into a bird. Like,
I don't turn into a wolf. I turn into a man wolf.
man wolf.
I would like
Yeah,
to be
you
able to
don't
turn
fully
into a
turn
wolf.
into the wolf.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
They fully turn into birds. But when you guys stop, they transform. They, listen to what you're saying, kind of, continue to scope out, and then they'll transform back and fly up above to try to get an aerial view of things.
Okay.
They have not made any sort of indication that they've seen anything yet.
Okay. Well, I guess we can go back to Valaki. Okay.
Yeah. I think we keep following.
All right. And you guys begin to make your way back. Just bring back up the Valaki map because you're back here again.
I tried minimizing and it just disappeared.
Yeah, just
Oh.
use the.
Oh wait, I have the Valaki thing. It's the Blue Water Inn that disappeared. Anyways, I have Valaki. Let's continue. We're
Okay.
at the East Gate, maybe, or wherever
You guys
you're
are at
gonna
the
pop
North
us out.
Gate now.
The North Gate.
Because you guys came back around and are coming back down into
a-
Valaki again.
A big fucking circle.
Uh-huh.
Yep, that's
What
why
other?
Mikhail's grumbling.
What better way to? Yeah.
Because
What better way to
grumbling
throw a person
the whole
off?
time. He's so irritated.
My nose is finally working, and it's this bullshit.
And we fucking go in a circle. I do so good at leading us. You just in a goddamn circle.
Well, at least it was a nice walk.
Yeah. So to put in perspective, it is now probably 3 a.m.
Okay.
Actually, it's about 2 because it was 2 to get out, and then it was about 3 to get through the wood. Make that loop back up to the road through the woods because the woods was harder traveling, and it's been about an hour to come back down. So it's about 1 a.m. When you guys get back to the city. Of course, the guards at this point know you, so you don't get hassled at the gate anymore. These guards know you. They recognize what you've done for the city.
Cool.
You're not getting stopped at the gates anymore.
Yay.
Huzzah!
Hell
It
yeah.
It helps when saved the life of 2 of the 3 highest ranking guards in the
that's
city.
helpful.
That tends to give you some good graces.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you guys begin to make your way down. As you're getting in, I know you're going to make your roll for this. You smell that you're getting closer and closer to the bones, or to this specific bone. And as you guys begin to walk down, can I have? Let's see. Mikhail, or not Mikhail. Zila and Harrigan roll perception checks first. I'm gonna all of you are gonna roll, but I'm doing this in a specific order
Fuck.
because I have
Oh,
specific
it
reasons.
Loaded on that.
Good rolls.
18.
Good
Yeah,
rolls.
it did. Yeah, it did.
Good
Okay.
rolls.
Then I need Mikhail and Drosta
Do I get
to
advantage
roll.
for my smelling? Or
This is not
hearing?
smell. This is sight.
Great. I just like to check.
No, you good.
Oh, crap. I didn't turn it off. Ignore it.
And
Ignore
there's that
Ignore
nat 20.
No, ignore
Yeah.
that. That was wrong.
Yeah. Oh, it's
you
still
go.
a good
It
one.
was a dirty
Still a
20.
20. 30, 20.
Still 20.
Okay. I'm gonna have wisdom perception. That's what. All right. Well, Vasilka ain't seeing crap. Vasilka rolled a 1.
Oof.
She's not seeing nothing. Irina, you 15. Okay. What about our two were-raven friends?
That's good for Irina.
It is. Oh, if these guys, I spoke too soon. Well, at least for one of them. Let's see if the other one sees it. Okay. So Sebastian rolled a 13. Johan rolled an 18. Or got an 18, I
Alright.
should say. Irina got a 15. So pretty good.
Alright, Irina.
So as
You missed someone.
Poor Sophie.
Aw.
No, check for Sophie.
Aw.
You never
uh,
called my
Sophie.
name. I'm just sitting here waiting.
I'm sorry.
So sad.
I somehow
Aw.
looked over you in the sheet. I'm sorry.
It's
No
fine.
check for you.
I'm just like, okay, I'm down here. I thought I'd be near the other end, but it's fine.
Yep, you should have been. I apologize.
It's fine. I got a 16.
A 16. Okay. So here is I'm going to tell you the order in which you see things, and then I'll tell you what you see. So Mikhail, you see it first, then Johan, then Sophie, then Harrigan and Irina, then Sebastian, Drosta, Vasilka. That everybody?
Okay, I just don't notice it at a 12.
Oh my
sir.
gosh! Oh, so
It's
why
your
did I do
turn.
this way? Okay, it would be Sebastian, Zila,
Okay.
Drosta, Vasilka. Okay, that's the order. Not that it really matters all that much, but just in case it does matter for the player's side of things. As you begin walking in, and it makes sense that Mikhail sees this first. He's in the lead. He's leading the charge. He's actively looking for things. You begin to see a group of 6 individuals walking towards you. As they begin to get closer, you get a stronger smell of the bone. As you get closer to them, and they are walking towards you, you're walking toward them, and you begin to smell the bone closer. Yes.
I look at their feet.
One of them is approximately the correct size.
Oh, interesting.
I knew that was coming.
I just
That's okay. It's okay. It's all good. It's all
okay,
good.
cool.
I want
cool.
to know where this goes. Let's
Nowhere,
continue.
nowhere. I just
I
Absolutely
think it's
nowhere.
just he's trying to get anything he can to grasp who this was.
literally, literally any point of confirmation.
Yeah. As sorry, I had to hydrate.
Mhm.
As your two parties begin to get closer, you begin to make out that this is a group of 3. You see 3 males and 3 females walking toward. One of them, pretty obviously, in the lead. As you begin to get closer, you begin to see just a little billowing cape flowing behind the one in the front. As coming into view is Strahd and
Motherfucker.
his wives.
Motherfucker.
Oh,
And
my
Rahadin.
God. Ah.
Kind of day,
And
huh?
Sophie, as you were trying to compare the
mhm.
feet,
Yeah.
You notice the one specifically that you pick out
Sure.
appears to be Rahadin.
Ah.
Hmm.
And as they get closer, hello, friends. It is good to see you. You are out quite late, are you not?
No rest for the wicked, eh?
It's interesting meeting you here of all places at this time of the night, but hello.
Well, hello. I was investigating the town. I heard about the attack, and of course, had to come investigate, see what was happening.
Of course.
Appears to be under control, though.
Did you say that?
We don't fucking know.
No.
I'm so mad because we don't
God.
fucking know because of the fucking memory bullshit.
No shit.
He's
I haven't
so
seen an
angry.
8
Um,
dinner.
Yeah, the situation was handled pretty well, I suppose.
I can tell. I heard that you helped to defend the church as well as the people of the inn. That is quite
Of course.
admirable for people who do not have ties to these lands.
yes.
helpful.
We like to be helpful.
That is good. It is good to be helpful when you can.
I shoot a look over to Mikhail,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm kind of just like eyes like, eh? Do you give me like I don't know, a subtle nod or anything, or do you just
Yeah, I think very slight nod, making eye contact.
Okay. Thanks.
Well, it appears that most of the damage has been contained. The fires have been put out. And the people here will learn and grow from this. At least I'd hope. It is unfortunate that the people were lost. It is never a fun experience.
No, undead can be quite the pain in the ass.
True. But I did manage, while I was on my way here, a gentleman came across in the woods. And when I inquired about what he wanted, he attempted to attack me. And once he, of course, overwhelmed, he dropped this. I believe this is something that you might be looking for. And he will hand you the bone.
Oh my
Didn't
god.
know it did
Inside
that.
Is he touching the
his,
bone with his bare hand?
Insight
The bone is wrapped up.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna
But
say, like,
he
what?
holds it in such a way that the cloth falls open to show the
You can
bone,
see it.
but his
Ah.
hand is around the cloth.
Can I insight the chance encounter with our bone stealing friends?
Go right ahead, please.
Yes,
I have a
please.
different
like to
insight. I have a different
the
insight.
intent. I'm
yeah.
gonna wait for my insight. I
My
want to
max so
see.
far tonight has
Well-
been 5 for my rolls, so yeah, we're doing great here.
I
So
want
far.
I want Harrigan's insight and potentially Mikhail's insights to be handled first, and then I'll ask about my insight, and then roll.
Okay. So, Mikhail and who? Okay.
Harrigan
So,
asking. I think we're asking multiple
Harrigan,
questions.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Harrigan, you were wanting specifically to see if you believe what he's telling you
Yes.
about chance encounter.
Yes.
From what you can tell, he is not lying.
Yeah. Okay.
Ain't no fucking way.
I
You
don't
as
know
a
about
player can choose to believe whatever you want to. And as second
Mikael.
the
Is that
character.
what you were
The character
inciting?
can too, but from what you can tell, he does not appear to be lying from what you can tell.
Was that also what you were inciting, Mikael, or were you
No,
trying to incite something else?
I'm assuming at this particular moment that I am in front because I've been like leading the way
Yes.
and such. I saw things first. So I assume that I'm the one being handed the bone. Is it gonna kill me if I take it? Does it seem like
I suppose
No.
that's also.
13?
I
Great.
was. Yeah, my
From what you can
insight
tell,
was
it
going
does
to
not
be.
appear to be anything wrong with the bone. It appears to be the bone you're missing. You can very clearly smell the scent you've
The
been
set is the
tracking
same? Yeah.
on
Okay.
that bone.
That's important.
My insight was to see if he was trying to be. Well, I haven't rolled it yet, but I wanted to see if he was trying to be sly and give like a damaged
I mean, you're
version
free to
of
roll
the
yourself
bone.
because you wouldn't know
Yeah.
what Mikael knows from his roll.
Yeah.
So roll and see what you get.
So
You
a
may get
split
more, you may
second
get less.
Nope.
It's the same. It just it
Same
appears
thing,
he
same
is
thing.
genuinely handing you the actual bone. I believe this might be what you were looking for. As he hands over the bone.
In fact, it is.
How fortuitous.
Good.
What good luck.
I happened upon it and figured if you're out this late, you're obviously looking for something. What chance would it be if I find the thing you're looking for? I am glad.
Very generous.
So you came here to help us find the thing we were looking for?
No, I came here to check out the damage to the town. I just so happened to come across this.
Right.
I figured
You
if
said
anybody
that. My
knows
bad.
where it needed to go, it would be you.
Hmm.
Is he lying about
What's up with this bitch?
wanting to check on the town and not wanting to, like, I don't know, see what we were up to as well?
Fuck with the party.
Yeah,
Mhm.
fuck with the party deal.
From what you can tell, he is telling you the truth.
Uh,
So you
insane
happen to be
pluses,
coming
man.
here to check out the town at what, midnight?
Well, I could come in the morning, but then things may be more disastrous, maybe repaired. It is better to check it out as soon as I could, would it not?
Well, we
What kind of ruler would I be
appreciate
if I waited until the next day to check out something going wrong?
we appreciate
I
you
mean-
checking on your town, and we appreciate the bone that you have given us and not picked with us. um did
Consider
you
it the sign of goodwill.
right. DM, how many bone pieces did we need yet?
You
Four.
needed one. You
Just
had 3.
Well,
You
we
needed a
needed
4th.
4, but yeah.
One got
Gotcha.
away.
There was the one
And
that
the one got away. And that is the one you've been tracking that has now
Gotcha.
been handed to you.
Gotcha. What um what
Well,
so you killed the person, I assume, that attacked you out in the woods that had the bone? That's what you said?
let us just say that they will not be bothering us anymore.
So they're dead.
He did not say that.
You may choose to think what you will.
DM, what do the people around us look like? Like, do they see
Yeah, it was
Strahd?
2 in the morning.
Yeah,
Who else
what?
is around us?
Oh,
There's
Just his
nobody else out
wife.
on the street.
I want to
It
blind
is
check the
your
ravens
party?
if they are a night sight.
And it is
uh,
Strahd, his wives, and Rahadin. And the Bard, his husband.
Wait,
Also called the Wives. It's
question.
just part of him.
Wives gender neutral.
Question.
Exactly.
His
Exactly.
harem.
Can I be heard? Am I
Yes.
being heard? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, you are now.
Sorry.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
How tall was the original guy who fucking got away from my restraint? Can I compare him to Rahadin or any of
Ooh.
these people?
Roll an insight.
That's smart.
Come on.
That fucking 20.
He appears to be the same height, from what you can remember, to Rahadin.
I
Bastard.
knew it. I fucking knew it.
Yeah, he won't be
Zila's gonna keep this
bothering.
information to herself
Mm.
for now.
Well,
Mhm.
now that you have what you need, and I have seen the city, it is
I would like
probably time to bid you good night.
to see what. Sorry, DM.
Yes,
What's Rahadin acting like towards us right now? Without needing a roll.
okay. That's what I was going to ask. Is, are you really trying, or are you just kind of getting a general feel?
Like right
He
now,
seems
I
to
want to get
be
general feel.
he seems to be calm and collected. The same
Okay,
type of manner he was when you met him in the castle.
now I want to know if I can roll and see if I can notice like any
you may
veins
roll,
popping.
yes.
12.
On a 12. In the dark, it's hard to tell for sure. His for what it's worth, his cloak looks a little dusty. But to get a good glimpse at him, especially because the way you have Strahd in the front, Mikhail's in the front of your party, you guys are kind of
Yeah, and I'm
behind
kind of
them, and
towards
his
the
party's
back. It's hard
behind.
to tell.
Yeah, it's hard to tell for sure, but he looks a little dirty, but that could just be from traveling. It's hard to tell.
Okay, cool. Got it. Anyways, I'm keeping the information of the nat 20 to myself for
That's
now.
fine.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
Strahd, before you leave, I've got a question for you.
Yes.
Are you aware of a cult that bears two fangs as an emblem?
I am aware. I believe that was the people that you were fighting. That is
They-
what the young men or woman, I don't really know or care, had on them. I take it that was the group you were referring to?
Yes.
Yes.
I am aware
One
of
of them
them.
got away.
I imagine that is the one I encountered. I do
Well,
not.
technically, too.
I know that they serve someone. As to who that is, I believe that would be better for you to find out.
Question, DM.
Yes.
I know it's blatantly obvious to the players. Do the characters know he's a vampire? Yeah, right? Like, it's blatantly obvious to
I
the
feel like by now we've
players.
been aware of that. I don't know.
But-
I
I've
just
been asking that question
acknowledge
for
myself.
several sessions, and
Love me.
I've been getting mixed where it's
We've-
like, yes, you guys know at this point, or no, you guys do not know at this point. So, yeah.
I'm
I'm
like,
trying
wouldn't
to
Rudolph have told
think.
us? Wouldn't like Esmeralda have been aware of this? Like, wouldn't they
I
have
was
told us
about to
this by now?
say, I think
Mikhail
I
would know,
believe
maybe,
Von
Kyle has
like,
known the
Richten.
whole time.
Okay.
I believe
like-
Von Richten told you guys.
Okay.
At least
Okay.
one of you has told us. And the
Because
people
he
who
said that
have
he
prior
came here
knowledge.
to fight the ultimate monster of Strahd,
Okay.
and he
Yeah.
lost to
Right.
him. He would have seen Strahd's abilities and would know. So I
Okay.
imagine, and I don't remember for sure, but I'm going to assume, even if I didn't explicitly say it, we're going to assume that at least at the point that you had that whole info dump with Von Richten, you are aware.
Okay. Thank you.
Stani know that he's rumored to be one of the undead feasting on the blood of the living. So,
Okay.
But also, you
Hmm.
worked directly for him, so you would know more of his power than
I-
just
Also,
an
like,
average
when he
Vistani.
I
even
feel
helped
like
raise
if
up
at any
Harrigan,
point during
Harrigan
the
was
campaign,
a vampire thing.
Well,
so, like,
the other
yeah.
guys had been like, "Hey, is that guy a
No.
vampire?" Mikhail had been like, "Yeah, duh."
Well, it doesn't really
I
change my
Even though he said it wasn't his
question,
fault,
but
like,
good
that's
to
what
know.
happened, so.
Good to know.
Yeah, I feel like at this point the party is aware, even if they've never seen, they haven't seen him do anything, and you don't have like solid confirmation. You've been told that that is what people believe he is.
Cool. Bad choices go. So, is this a... You said you're aware of this cult, correct?
Yes.
Are they a cult of vampires? The icon's a little on the nose.
Or the
You
teeth.
would be correct on the icon, but as far as them being vampires, that is none of. Hold on, let
Oh.
me rephrase because I was going to say the wrong sentence.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That is not something that I am aware of.
Bullshit?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Bullshit.
My 21 was
Okay.
on
Huh. Okay.
his
On that,
previous
even
one.
on the natural 20, you
Okay.
believe that he is telling you the truth in that he is not aware of them being vampires.
Okay, that is good. I feel like he would know that. If they're not vampires, then do they worship them?
That I do not know, although it would seem to be the case.
Can I roll off that nat 20 to... Or do you want another roll?
No, I'll give you this one with the nat 20. You do believe that he is still telling you the truth.
Okay, cool. Okay, fair enough.
Strahd, have you told us any lies?
Jesus fucking
I'm
Christ.
telling you something.
Good gods.
It is the truth. Whether it is your truth or mine, it does not matter. It is the truth.
Okay. So in essence, he says no. Insight. Son of a bitch.
Can't tell.
You're just gonna
Ah!
from that
That is
very strange sentence
that
you
was a
just
question I had to
referenced.
really think about. That
Yeah.
one. I was like,
Hmm.
wait, that made my brain hurt.
Yeah, no,
It should be
listen.
said. It should be said that there is one more ally that they had. He was very slippery and managed to get away as well.
I do believe that the one that got away did mention somebody like that. I don't necessarily have an explanation, but perhaps while in a battle, you should be more careful to check who may be around. You never know when someone may not be seen.
Hey DM.
Yes.
This is a stretch. This is a stretch for my character to make the connection. I can roll a percentile die if you want.
Okay, what are you trying to do?
I'm just gonna stick with the topic of the night for some weird reason. Do I remember the shoes that person who teleported away from us was wearing?
Oh.
I'm definitely going to need a percentile because that's not something you're focusing on in a combat.
You're right, but that's an 86%.
Hell. Come on.
Look, Sophie's looking at feet for a different reason at this point. Sophie's looking at feet for a different reason at this point.
If you still say no, I understand. I just want to see if...
say no.
Okay.
Because I mean, leather boots. That's what they look like.
All right, fair. I'm just trying to
Anyways.
leap of logic
get it.
to make
I get it.
a connection.
Yeah.
Zila's response now. That is good advice. It will be taken for the future.
Good. There's just always something to consider. You never know who may have abilities to be unseen. It's always best to have some way to figure it out.
Yeah.
And with that, I bid you good night. as they begin to walk past you.
Mhm.
I want to do one more insight check against Rahadin
Okay, go
as
ahead.
he's walking by, since, I'm being a little on the nose with the information that only I know.
Mm.
Nope. Okay.
Nope. Still too dark.
That's fine. That's fine.
As the wives walk by, you guys
Mhm.
can see Harrigan hiding behind the closest, largest ally.
Probably
Wait.
Vasilka.
Probably
Yeah,
Mikhail
probably.
or Vasilka.
Vasilka's
Yeah.
toward the back, probably, so.
Yeah, these
No.
these
So
are
to say, I
fair.
bet Harrigan would have been
Um,
helping me track. You're good
Maybe
at that.
we-
Yeah,
You know,
it's
I
either
thought
Mikhail
That's
about
true.
Okay.
I thought about
Vasilka. It's one
wild
of the
shaping
two.
as a wolf to try and help or whatever, but
Could be
Yeah.
doing that.
Hi,
Yeah.
Kaya.
But I mean, Mikhail just kept nailing
Hey,
the
look,
high
it's
rolls. Like,
post
you
no,
really
I
didn't need any
literally
help.
never needed to.
Post midnight,
Good
Kaya. Hi.
For
Yeah.
once in my
It's all
life.
good. Smells.
Yeah.
All right.
So they file their way past you all, heading back up toward the north gate. And you guys are there with the bone that you were tracking.
Well, we
Oh.
we got the
That was a
bone.
waste of a fucking
This is
time.
a little late, but detect magic on the bone.
Yeah, there's that.
Magic?
You do get a faint bit of radiant magic.
Oh.
Seems good enough to me.
Already magic.
Uh,
All right. I think we should go straight to the church.
question of clarification.
Yes.
What school of magic?
Let me actually find out the exact school that. Oh,
Oh, your camera.
Oh,
there you
back
are.
again.
okay, you're
Sorry.
back.
I hit the virtual cam button as I was scrolling.
Gotcha.
Let me find out exactly what type of.
I feel like it's
Either the inn or the
one of
church we can go
two,
back to
but I don't
for
want to
the
assume.
Stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I need to just figure out exactly what this is. That's not the spell. What's the name of the spell? Now, my brain. DMs help me. It's the one where a cleric makes a sanctified space.
Hallow?
Hallow, that's what it is. Thank
Yep.
you. I was like, I was thinking sanctuary. I was like, that's not the right spell.
Nope, Hallow is much more powerful than that.
So this is evocation.
Okay.
Interesting that Hallow is evocation.
Strange, yeah.
But
Vorstead has
meta,
plans.
Would've
that's
thought
why
half
you get
duration.
radiant
Yeah, sure.
energy from this. 'Cause
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
It's a holy spell.
Yeah.
It's a modified version of Hollow because Hollow's only 60 feet.
Yeah, it makes
Well,
But-
that
look
was terrifying.
DM
There's like
things,
a-
altering spells,
Exactly.
nothing new.
Exactly.
There's also a bunch
Exactly.
of
Yeah,
those
fair.
make a
There's
place
like homebrew
sanctuary
versions that make it
spells.
bigger, make areas a thing,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's functionally
Vorstead
the
has
Hollow
like
spell.
3 of them that he knows to cast on his bar when he gets it back.
Yeah, exactly. The same concept.
Anyway,
So,
I think we should go
the
straight to the
or
church.
Okay, the church it is.
You do have all 4 bones, so
Yeah.
it's not like you have to stop anywhere to do anything. You have all 4.
I mean, maybe if
Just
we
as
want
a
to...
quick recap, wasn't the priest taken with us to the inn because he was
No, he's
injured?
dead.
He was,
thought he
but all
was,
the injured
yeah.
people eventually were filed back out, and if they were well enough to go back to their places, they went back to where they were. If they were unable to move or still needed intensive care, they were taken out with like stretchers to other buildings,
he
like
was
medical
like
areas.
dead, almost,
He
but,
was
you
dead
know.
and then brought
Yeah.
back
He was
to
dead,
life.
but he was
Yeah,
brought
yeah,
back
I
and stabilized, and
forgot
he
this.
walked with you guys, all with assistance. But he walked with you
Okay.
guys
Alright,
back
great.
to the bar.
Okay.
He's probably
So-
back at the
Okay.
church.
Yeah.
He did not have like broken bones. His death was very like instant, straight in, dead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't need like the intensive care of shattered bones and splints and all those things. His was very quick.
Mhm.
Okay.
So he would be well enough to be back at the church. Now, whether he's actually doing any sort of service right now, it's a very different story.
It's
But
also 2 in the morning, so I highly doubt it. But yes.
well, what I'm saying is
Well, you know.
any sort of religious duties, he's
probably
probably on
asleep.
rest.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he
he's passed
probably
the
lives
fuck
somewhere
out.
attached to the
This little-
church. You know.
little
He
priest
lives
room,
in the
yeah.
church. You
Yeah,
guys do
he's
know
got
he has
quarters.
a room off to the side of the church.
Yeah.
He lives in the
Let us
church.
go to the church and hopefully
Let
it
us
is
go.
unlocked. Or at least able to be opened.
Should we grab the other bones?
We
You
already
have
We
them.
have
We
the
have
bones
them.
with us.
Oh, sorry.
You guys have all of the bones. So you guys can begin to make your way over to the Church of St. Andrew. And you guys excuse me. As you get there, the door is shut. Or
it
as
locked or
shut as
just
it can be
closed?
because it was kind of blown off its hinges.
Indeed.
So it's more propped than anything necessarily. But enough to keep it secure. This was one of the places that they did focus on trying to get some repairs done to before because it is so important to this town, or at least to the people of the town. So while the doors aren't necessarily reset on their hinges, they are, they do keep things out of the building. But you would be able to go and knock on them and they could be opened if that's what you guys choose to do. Or you can just walk right in. That's also an option you can do too.
Dorosta walks right in.
Okay.
I'll knock on the door
Zila
as
will
we walk
follow
in.
DeRosta.
Nope, I'm not
Shoot.
I'm just walking in.
So as you guys are all walking in,
Hello?
you go to push the door. As I said, the doors weren't reset yet, so you push the door just boom down.
Oops.
How heavy are
was
these doors?
my
Uh,
error?
these
I am
doors are
sorry.
probably about 50 to 60 pounds.
We
They're solid
can-
wood doors.
We
mean, you
can
couldn't
pick
get
it up
through 'em.
together
Yeah.
with our telekinesis.
Actually, it'd be even
Yeah,
it'd be even
like,
heavier than that.
Sophie picks up one door, Zila picks up
How-
another door using her
That is a
telekinesis
me.
stuff.
I'm actually hold on. I need to look
And
this
we
up
just
because I need to
pop
see
'em.
how.
Yep.
Depends on what church you're talking about. Yeah. This is not the one I'm talking
Please.
about, but this is even
Okay.
higher.
So these are. I just looked this up because I'm
Mhm.
way off on my sizes.
Oh yeah.
They're about 150 pounds a piece.
That sounds more accurate.
All right.
Because they're solid wood
Yeah, they're big
mixed
and
with like
Uh-huh.
steel
Spend
steel bindings.
points to pick
No,
up.
no, no,
It's
no,
fine. We're
no.
gonna sleep again.
No, what we do is
No, we're gonna sleep again
both
anyways.
do one door and then we both do the other door.
Sure.
Share
do
the
that.
burden.
Teamwork.
wow.
That
Sure.
I'll
Yeah,
allow that.
teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right.
Teamwork makes
so
the
you guys-
dream work.
You guys lift the two doors and kind of make
Set
sliding
them in
doors with-
place.
yeah.
Mhm.
As you guys come into the church, there's a single candle lit on the altar. And
And a cat.
the priest is not in his room. He has actually got a cot sitting in front of the altar, or laying in front of the altar. As you guys make the noise of opening and lifting these giant wooden doors and setting them back down, he startles awake, and you can tell he very clearly can't see you because it's dark, and he's human.
I would do anything to fix
Uh,
that right away.
So,
I would do
he is-
dancing lights. Okay, so what do I have?
oh,
But like a
Lavender.
chill ambery kind of light that's not like harsh, you know.
yeah, but it's just the like he's half like he's startled awake and then bright light, like not bright, but
Flash
Comfortable
bang.
and
That's
bright
what's
lights.
going on. Minus the bang.
Oh,
He just got flashed.
Sorry to wake you.
Oh,
We found the
Lavender.
bones.
oh,
All of them. All the bones.
what? As he kind of sits up and like blinks his eyes a few times to get him to adjust. Do you mind running that by me again?
We found the rest of the bones.
Bones.
Really? It's wonderful. Bring him here. Bring him right.
I hand him over.
Yep. So you hand over the bones to him, and he begins to look them over. He pulls them up. He begins to look at them, like he's picking them up and turning them around, making sure that they're still in good condition. And yes, these are it. What where did you find the fourth one? How? What? How? What did they? It does not matter. Let me get started on the ritual again. And he is not like he's still there. He's still listening, but he's very much like way more absorbed in the fact that he has these now. And he is going to go back over. Help me push the altar out of the way.
Yep.
And he begins to push and shove the altar. Before you even get there, he's got this thing like halfway pushed. He's just like pure adrenaline.
The rest still shrugs and a strength of 10. So yeah.
At pushing this thing, and he pushes it slowly out of the way with your help, and he puts the bones back carefully arranged in the little cubby that they're for, and then he begins to grab various he begins to quite literally, like, he takes the candle and is just running through the church, grabbing various items and relics and other holy memorabilia, and begins to set them out and around the bones. And he grabs like his pendant and puts it on. He grabs his kind of scriptures that he reads from and begins to just recite this ritual, as the Hallow spell takes 24 hours to cast.
Oof.
He is like completely ignoring you guys at this point and is just reading through the ritual to cast.
Right, so maybe we could go back to the inn and have somebody kind of keep an eye out over here.
I think somebody should stay to watch that this
I
is
can
not
do that.
interrupted.
I'm interested in
You are welcome to stay with us, but me and Johan can handle it if you'd like to go back with your friends. It is up to you. I will not say no to more company.
Harrison's gonna look around. Is there like a bowl, a glass, any like a plate?
Yeah, I mean, you could find there's like cups around that have like the. Are you looking for ones with like the holy symbol and such on them?
No, I just need a utensil. It doesn't matter if it's wood or anything.
Oh yeah, that's easily enough. But they're specifically
put a
are ones that have
berry.
the holy symbol on them. But
Yeah. You got me, Mira. I'm gonna find a container. I'll grab 3 good berries, leave them in the container, and I'll set them not like in the middle of all of the ritual, but like
off to the side, kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
I get that. Easily enough.
Yeah.
Like, I could roll for that now to know how long this usually takes for this kind of stuff in my experience in studies in temples, but like, it's up to you.
Why don't you roll? Yeah, let's see if Therosa can. Let's see if Therosa is aware of what spell he's casting.
Right. Religion or Arcana.
Due to the nature of the spell, let's go with religion or Arcana. Either one.
The same plus.
Okay.
That's above a 10, guys. Woohoo!
No, with a 17. You would be aware of the spell. You are aware of what the spell looks like. Although slightly altered, you get the idea that this is the Hallow spell. So you are aware that this is a very long ritual, and that he will be here till he will be here for at least a day. This is going to take
the entire day, and next in the evening. It's going to be a long time.
I look over to Johan. those good berries, they keep you filled for an entire day. You
Oh,
two could have
those
one
are
as
nice.
well. Were either of you two by chance the ones I might have given a berry to?
Us? No, never. If you want to, you can roll insight.
Yes, yes.
Both of them are looking at each other, and but no, never.
Absolutely.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Of course
absolutely
not.
both of them. Both of them.
You get the feeling that one, if not both, of them were various birds that you fed the good berries to at one point in time in your travel or another. To be fair, the people in the inn told you they were their strongest fighters and their best scouts.
This is true.
So, of course, to investigate these new people, who do you send but your best?
Oh yeah.
Fair.
Hey, listen. I know I've already asked for forgiveness and all, but I still feel kind of bad about ever charming one of your friends. If you ever happen to see them again, please let them know I'm very sorry.
No, don't worry about him. He deserves it.
He does. Okay, well then, fine.
He's so cocky. He thinks he's better at everything than everybody. He needed to take it down a notch.
Well, then I'm glad he's the one I charmed.
Go with that. Also, we'll be
That's an
sure to let
option.
him know that we know the person who did it. It'll be even better.
Mm.
And
All right.
Good.
Well,
Good.
Well,
if everything is set here, we're gonna go back to the inn, I suppose.
Yes,
I
go
Working
back.
we
for
Get
watch
some
party.
till
sleep.
it gets to be light outside. Sure.
Yeah.
So you guys now exiting and heading out.
Mhm.
It is because of Sophie's feet. It is now 3:00 in the morning because you came in at 1.
Yeah.
Had the interaction with him. Actually, it's probably closer to 3:30 because you did have a good chunk of time you were talking with Strahd and his group, and then also here at the church. So it's about 3:30 as you guys exit the church. And as you're looking around the town is very quiet. There is faint smoke coming from some of the chimneys around town. Imagine it's just the end of their fires for the day to keep things warm. There is no obvious fires happening in the city anymore. There's not hustling and bustling about trying to get things prepared or anything. It is the quietest you have ever seen this town night.
Well,
Let's get back to the inn.
All right. You guys.
On the way,
I'm
on the way
listening. I'm just
back.
waiting.
Yeah.
Hmm?
On the way back, I'm gonna, just out loud. I don't do this often enough. I want to cast Druidcraft. I want to know what the weather will be like for the next 24 hours in
Okay.
this location.
In this town, the weather tomorrow will be cloudy, but
With
no
a chance
rain.
of meatballs?
I was
Damn.
gonna make that joke, and I decided against it. But I was thinking that myself.
Well, no rain tomorrow. Fog, of course, but
Sounds like every day here so far.
yeah. I don't know, I was just curious. It's something I can do. I might as well do it from time to time.
right, it's good to know.
Surely.
useful.
It, for what it's worth, not having rain makes the trek easier because you don't have mud.
Yeah.
Needs more mud.
Mood.
Okay.
Anyways.
You guys make your way back to the inn. And you guys go in. The majority of the lights are off. The candles have been put out. The wife is sitting up by a candle reading. But for the most part, there's no real other lights on. Nobody else seems to be around. You imagine they've gone to bed by this point. As you walk in, oh, good, you are back. How did everything go?
We explain. But do we talk about
Info
Strahd?
I was
dump.
gonna
We
say,
mentioned that.
I need to know
But-
to what depth do you explain this to
At the
her?
very least,
And
explain
fully,
where Johann
fully.
and Sebastian are.
Johann
the
and
fun ones.
Sebastian were there. We explained fully.
Oh, true.
Okay, nope,
That's true.
that's
They were
fair.
there. So yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that
What a
is
noodle topper anime figure pixel.
Concerning.
I want one.
I guess.
Extremely concerning.
Although, if he gave you back the bone, that's. I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, overall, it's a net good, but
You
yeah,
say that he said he came across the person who had it?
Mm-hmm.
that's what he said.
He seemed to be telling the truth as far as we could tell.
As far as we could tell, he didn't tell a single fucking lie.
I mean, he's very
Yeah,
hard to
I
read,
hope-
but I think he was telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
The player's a little salty.
No, okay,
Done
look,
a nat
Harrington
20
for
on a
once.
persuasion check or something, guys. Like,
He thought it was normal to be out at midnight examining a town that was attacked during the daytime, but whatever. Sure, to each their own.
Well, I mean, he is light adverse, so
But
You
like,
know.
I mean, sure, we were in the resting earlier, but like, why? It's such a late time to be walking around the town. Like,
Strahd rarely comes to Vallaki. But when he comes at any manner of time. I don't think it necessarily matters to him if it is day or night.
it was just very odd. But I really don't know. Maybe he was busy until now. I don't know, but
Vila
Well.
is saying nothing.
the chances of him encountering the person that was on the road and happened to have the bone, and then he happened to do whatever to them, and then walked around and gave it back to us. It's just very strange.
I mean, so, and this might sound weird, but the footprints from the encampment we found, it did. It was very similar size to one of the people with Strahd. I can't say with 100% certainty it was someone in his group, but it's a possibility.
But maybe they were there helping him if he needed help to
I
subdue
mean,
this person.
maybe. I think it'd be weird for them to steal their shoes. I don't think they need shoes.
That might be strange.
That seems unlikely.
Yes.
Perhaps they have the
specific.
same place they get their shoes?
It's possible. It's more
Are there
so that.
multiple shoe places in this world?
There are only so
To
many.
be honest, I only know of the one here in town.
Well, it's more so that the size. You know, if the shoe fits. But
Oh my god.
That's a 3.
Oof. Zila, you look weird. What's going on over there?
DeRosa calls out Zila. Zila's kind of like, I don't know what caught your attention. Maybe it was like her fidgeting, but it seems like Zila looks like she knows something.
For good measure. Oh, good. We're good. It's fine. Okay.
It looks like she knows something, but you can't pick up on exactly what. Zophie, you think that she might have information about one of the people in the number. I think that would be fair to give that to the insight. Yeah?
Telepathically.
It's up to you what you would
Telepathically.
choose to give.
Zila.
Yes.
What are you hiding?
Now both of you are very quiet. What is happening?
Now Zila is looking very uncomfortable and just says out loud, I can't be certain of anything, and I shouldn't say anything until I am certain.
Okay, fair enough. Out loud.
I
There's a world
just
of
have a
uncertainty.
theory
A
that
game
may,
God
theory.
damn it.
Oh,
that may or may not arise. But again, for the sake of everyone involved, I think I should stay quiet about it for now.
Okay, well, if you feel that way, I trust you. So, I guess we got the bones back. Mikhail, tomorrow we head out?
As good the time as any.
If we take like a small nap, do we
I
have
mean,
to do
that was
anything
the
else?
plan before, you know,
That was the plan
the
before
town got
all of this
attacked by
happened,
undead and we
so-
had to fight through
But I mean,
waves
like, are we
and
long resting
Yeah,
again?
yeah.
Or are
I
we
think
all good
let's
to just like
go.
sleep?
yeah, I
and
would
then,
like to
keep going?
long rest again.
I mean, we'll need to
Okay, so 8-hour rest.
sleep
Okay.
because it's night and make our way out in the morning.
But we could have like slept for like 4 hours versus like 5.
We could take
8 hours,
so I guess
you know.
here's
So
the thing. We could take a
Two short rests.
we could take we could take like a short rest or two until the sun
well,
starts
but
to
Harrigan
break.
did use a lot more spells than we did, so if he needs a long
I was
rest, we
about
could
to
do
say,
that.
does
That's
Harrigan want to
fine.
take
Yeah.
a rest? Or...
I would like to full rest if it is all possible.
We could wait for 8 hours. I mean, what is another 2 hours, right? So
That's fine.
Yeah.
No, I can't be an elf. We can
I,
wait 8 hours.
well, I mean, what if Vasilka or Mikhail are willing, we could take a short rest, and then once we get ready to go, I could just take the rest of my long rest on their back.
I don't think it works like that, Joey.
That doesn't quite work that way.
I was about to say, I
I've
don't
tried
think-
it with Ayaki
We've
before,
always
and I was
tried.
not allowed.
Yeah,
Mm.
I look, if the solution is we get a cart. That's the solution
Yeah,
to
had
long
a
resting
cart.
on the road.
Mm-hmm. Gotta find one.
The cars won't be able to go through the woods.
this is
Also true.
Yep.
Wait, what? What if one of you slimes, telekinetically just kept me floating
No.
with you?
You know how hard that is to hold for a long period of time?
No, not a clue.
Let's just take our time. We'll sleep in a little bit, and then we'll go. Easy.
Hmm. Well, I appreciate it. I
you ever
would like
Slept is
to.
we just like relaxed and ate food and stuff earlier. We didn't actually sleep physically.
Yeah.
So.
You know how
Yeah.
you like concentrated on that spell for like 10 minutes? Imagine doing that, but for 8 hours.
Not even 8 hours, 12 hours if we're going to be traveling for a long period of time.
Well, I wouldn't need it for that long. Say we slept for 8 hours, we got up, I would just need like 3 hours of floaty time. But I understand.
If you have 8 hours of long rest, that's a long rest.
Look,
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's just take the long rest. We'll leave
Yes,
at
let's
like
just
11.
sleep here.
Does
We will
it look
rest
like everyone is
until
getting ready to
11
go to
o'clock.
their individual rooms?
We go to bed.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Does
Yeah,
it
so-
look
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the
Zila's
NPC
pulling you all aside.
Okay.
Okay.
We're all going
Oh,
down.
Into the
Okay.
room. Into one of the rooms.
Into
Yep.
the room.
Well, we're going this way.
Several slime arms just go. Just like.
She wanted to talk to you guys. Like
Okay,
after
so-
everything.
Well, we are here, so. Hi.
So Mikhail and Harrigan. This morning, well, yesterday morning.
Time.
Yeah.
Anyways, the reason why I was so off wasn't because I was hungover. And Harrigan, I apologize for being standoffish, but seeing as the tavern was filling up with people, it was not the place nor time to talk about this.
Fair.
The hag situation has changed. She did
Mm,
something last night that she has it's unprecedented, and I don't know what it means, but she caused me to have nightmares all night. And where it's not unheard of for her to give me a nightmare, this was more so imagine you have to suffer through one after the other over and over and over all night. That's was what was going on with me this morning. And the fact that she could do that, I don't know what else she can do with the amount of distance. Never mind proximity if I were to get closer to her. So I need you all to make me a promise, especially you, Harrigan, and Sophie.
yes.
No matter what happens, don't make a deal with her. I
Mm.
don't care what's going on. I don't want any of you to be involved with any of what she could do.
Well, I, for one, know full well how you feel about the hags, and I can assure you I will not have anything to deal with them. Unless it is spike growth.
No,
That's an insight
right.
to see if you're telling the truth, Harrigan.
You get the feeling he's telling the truth.
All right. Go ahead, Sophie. Sophie, you
Oh,
were saying something?
no, I can't see a situation where I would make a deal with them.
He's inciting to see if you're telling the truth.
There was a slight hesitation.
Sophie. I need to especially make sure that you never make a deal with her, no matter what happens.
Then none of us can
I
die.
need you to promise me.
Then none of us can die, and we need to take them out. And then that won't need to happen.
Zila's gonna look at the rest of the group. and see and generally get an idea of like if you guys are nodding to agree with her or what. So DeRosta, Mikhail, was your reaction to Zila saying this?
Were you talking to all of us or like just like mostly to them?
Oh, everyone.
Focused on them, but
Everyone. But Harrigan had a history with the fucking dream pasty. And
Dream
Sophie.
Pastry.
Pasties are very
You
different
went a little British there, but
things.
that's okay though. So yeah.
I was thinking Harry Potter pasties, you
Pumpkins.
sicko.
I-
Anyway.
I was just clarifying their name.
Yeah.
Pastry, anyways.
Oh man, dream
The
pasty.
dream pastry.
Hey, Chris is gone. Just keep going.
He's gone.
Fuck
the dream
you.
pastry, and then Sophie, because of her connection with Zila and wanting to do whatever she feels to help Zila, she was focused on them, but it extended to everyone in the group that Zila is concerned about, which would include Harrigan, Sophie, DeRosa, Mikhail, at this point, Irina, Esmeralda, and Vasilka. Assuming that Irina is in the room with us. I mean, Esmeralda.
Yeah. Esmeralda is not. She was there with Rudolph, and she is not in the room.
Okay, she's not in the room. Okay, so Irina and Vasilka would also, she would be looking at them for their reactions to Zila saying this to them.
So Irina would go, I have no intention to do anything with the hex. I don't like them. They're ugly.
Good.
And mean.
I do not make
Vasilka
deals with dark
looks like
forces. I'm
Vasilka.
fine.
Insightful.
Her expression does not change in regard to them. She doesn't show any change in expression.
Okay.
Furthermore, again, I don't know what she can do. This is new territory. I can only assume the worst so that we can be prepared for it. If, for some reason, I cannot control myself, for whatever reason, I would rather you guys find some way to take me out than to let it just happen.
I won't let you hurt anyone.
Same.
Thank you.
And I will heal anyone you may hurt.
And we'll
I'm
persuade
just-
that it was unintentional. Yes. So.
I'm just scared of what this could mean.
Well, I think it's obvious you take this as a very serious threat, and I don't think any of us see it as anything less than that. Why don't you tell us what you know about them, their weaknesses, their strengths, their abilities, if you know any of them?
The problem about that is that it's been several years. And for me, it's been several years, but from what we found out from Strahd, it's been 100+ years. So their abilities, the ones that I can remember, may only be a fraction of what they can do now.
Fair.
I'm not sure of how accurate of information I can give you. What I can give you is that she really enjoys preying on people who seem to have hope in their eyes, and then tearing it by piece down. She finds a lot of enjoyment in that. DM, what kind of abilities would Zila remember from those many years back for her?
Roll a history.
Cool. Hi, yeah. As a 16, sir.
Not bad. You would remember the ability of the charm,
Okay.
as that was used frequently.
Yep.
The ability to disguise.
Yeah, that was pretty much shown earlier on in the
That was,
campaign.
but I'm just clarifying
Yeah.
things that she would be that
I know.
Zila would remember.
Yep.
Yes. So the ability to charm, the ability to disguise. They, while you don't necessarily know how, they have the ability to inflict some sort of nightmares of some kind. Obviously, because you experience them, but outside of just the things that you experience, they can do it to other people, necessarily even if they don't have a direct tie to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to think. And then I would say any ability that you remember from the dreams.
Yeah. So the telekinesis is something that they should know about.
Yeah. So if it is in one of your nightmares / dreams,
Yeah.
those abilities obviously you remember because you experience those recurringly. So any
Yeah.
of those abilities as well, in addition to the ones that I just mentioned.
Zila would tell you guys all this.
Mm.
Hmm.
Pretty
Outside of
bad.
those, given that she's had 100+ years to gain more powers as well as 2 followers, there's more that she can possibly do. They are not to be taken lightly. I needed to make sure we were all on the same page. And Zila will lock eyes again with Sophie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do an insight because we're all on the same page. A 9, sir.
Rubbish.
Incredible.
Almost.
Just incredible.
Almost.
Gimme.
Yep. A very non-committal. Yep.
Zila is just staring you down.
It's like when somebody's like, yes, they agree. She agrees with everything. She agrees none of this should be done. She knows, no deals or anything should be made. They obviously need to die. But there's a
But
situation
yeah.
where she believes she could go against it if bad things happen.
I think I can think of a few situations where you might
Don't
not
think
do what
you
I'm
need
recommending.
to. Yeah. Yeah. But she
And I'm
has.
telling you,
It's more so that she has that you can feel like she's doubting herself to be strong enough to not.
Sophie, I know how hard. Well, I can imagine how hard it is to hear this. And I know, and I'm thankful for everything. But that's why I need you. I can see in my head, I can think of several situations where you would be tempted. And I'm telling you right now, if it helps, know this is what I want,
It's fine. We just have to win.
okay? Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk to you all about. This couldn't be said about around the other patrons. Odd looks. Plus, I'm not sure if the Raven folk would be appreciative of this kind of situation, given the situation with Harrigan. So,
Oh, what are you talking about? They were totally understanding.
uh-huh. Very understanding. Yes, that's the word for it.
We weren't ready to fight at all, no.
Well,
Yeah, that was
So,
very close, wasn't it?
I was about
yes.
to go completely... Yeah. It was going to be bad.
So, we should get some rest.
I hope you can get some rest. We shall see.
So too.
I hope so too. We'll see. She might be pissed at me. Who knows? Round 2, right?
Hmm.
Well, let's see.
hmm.
We sleep?
All right.
We end up going to sleep.
Cool.
So you all go to sleep. The night goes on and on. You wake up in the morning, well rested.
Hooray.
Do I? Hold on, let me check my DMs. Last time I was missing it. Okay, according to the DMs, we're good.
Alright.
Good.
I'm fully rested. Huzzah! Success!
All right. You guys wake up the next morning. I imagine those of you that need to do morning rituals, do your
I
rituals.
would start my ritual.
Hooray.
Harrigan starts prepping his spells. And you all
I check my book.
Before I prep my spells, I want to pull Mira off to the side.
Who's Mira?
Yeah.
Zila.
Sorry, names are just not my strong suit today.
There's Mira Varos, there's Mira, there.
You know what? Morstead already made an
Zilla.
I'm
appearance.
sorry,
I want to
what?
speak to
Who were you looking
Nashtari.
for?
What? I was fighting mind players. Why did I?
Did some... Look, there are no arrows in this land. I cannot be here.
Anyways, you pull Zila aside.
I don't know if this would help very much, but I've got this fun new spell, and it might just work.
What is it?
It's called Feign Death.
Feign death. Okay.
I'm just gonna post it so you can just get an idea. Basically, I'm wondering if something were to start happening, if I just cast this on you. It wouldn't work as a long-term solution, but for a night, it might just get you free from the curse.
Thing about this and the thing that's going on with Zila is that technically when you're resting, you're already incapacitated. So I imagine that this probably wouldn't do anything, but I guess that's up to the DM.
Hmm.
Just
Because
Keeping
it's
in
not,
mind it only lasts for an hour, so it's not going to get you through the entire night, but it might just throw her off for a night, maybe longer.
but it's feigning death, which is like faking death. Mm, it's not.
I'm
For the spell's
okay.
duration, until you use an action to touch the target and dismiss the spell, the target appears dead to all outward inspection and dispels used to determine the target's status. I mean, maybe if she was trying to like, for if she has scry, which it's possible, maybe it would make it so that she couldn't scry on me because she can't determine my status.
But you can scry on an object,
Yep.
can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
And a
can.
dead
And
body's
yeah,
an
I guess
object.
at death, you technically become an object at that point because we've been
Yeah.
using that logic.
I am,
Um,
as much as it would be interesting to have you try this and see, I also believe in not making you waste things that you don't need to necessarily.
Mm.
At least not, you know, in some regards. In an instance like this, I'm going to say this would not work due
Okay.
to the fact that one, it's not a spell. That is being used on Zila. So the idea of outward inspection and spells, it would not affect her. Also,
yeah,
the one resistance it does not grant is psychic. And if anything, it is dealing psychic things to her because it's messing with her brain. So
yeah,
Yeah. I
I
it's
will
not a fun
appreciate
I will
that,
situation.
save you
DM.
from having to it is a good spell, but for this context, I'm going to say it would not be effective.
Yeah.
But in a lot of contexts, that's actually not a bad spell.
No. It's a decent spell.
But for this specific context, it would not be super useful.
Well, okay. On that note, I'm gonna go prepare my spells now.
Virgin,
Oh, yes?
thanks for trying.
No, not a problem.
And she will walk away.
Okay. And I walk away.
And I walk away.
So as the morning goes on, people complete their rituals, do whatever they need to do. You guys can begin to convene in the main floor of the inn, in the tavern part. You see the husband and wife and their kids are up and about, uh, busting tables, delivering food. Um, there seem to be a good number of guards in here that are eating and refueling themselves. They're not hostile. They're not look like they're taking over. It looks like they've just been on watch all night, so they're getting a bite to eat and some drink before they go home to get their own rest. So it doesn't look like there's anything going wrong. It's just a lot more guards are on duty at any given point in time right now because of the stuff that just happened. Um, so, but other than that, you have the day. The day is yours. What would you choose to do? You do not see Von Richten or Esmeralda.
Oh, interesting.
I asked where they went.
I think they went to go see his cart or caravan or whatever it is over at the stockyard.
Didn't he say he had a cart?
I think
When
so.
He was Rotavio.
He said
did,
it
yeah.
doesn't. Yeah, he says it does a Victavio. Whether he actually has one, I don't know.
It's a place to start, I suppose.
We should see them before we go.
I don't wish to leave without Esmeralda if we can bring her.
Me
with.
neither, to be honest.
Okay, let us go. Okay, we're gonna go there first. Okay.
All right. So you guys begin to make your way over to the Arisec stockyards. As you guys are here, you begin to walk in. You do see the cart that's got plastered on it. Octavio the Bard. It's great branding. It's a very nice cart, to be fair. In fact, I think I have a picture of the cart.
Ooh.
Maybe. Hold, please.
Holding.
Hold
Okay.
on.
Old.
Hold.
I don't like how they changed that UI. Oh, because I was in the wrong. I was in the wrong spot. That makes sense. Town of Unlucky.
If we're gonna keep going, I'm
Barbo.
gonna ask for a break soon.
Yep. Yeah. We'll take one here after this if we want to keep going.
I
A
would
cart.
love to keep going as long as we can. But if there's things that people need to do, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, what we'll do is we'll take a break after this part when you guys are getting ready to go somewhere, and we'll decide at that point if we continue going, if people need to stop, or we're just taking a break for restrooms and such.
Cool.
So
Okay.
anyway, you guys walk into the stockyards and you see this wagon, Octavio's Carnival of Wonders. It, however, is not chained up, despite what the picture shows. And instead, you have Octavio and Esmeralda playing with a giant cat.
What kind of giant cat?
It's a tiger.
Roll me a nature check.
He said he
Okay,
had a
well-
tiger.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm dumb. I'm
I'll
looking
roll
for it in
because clicky
abilities.
clacks.
Do I get an advantage because I'm a cart cat?
Nature.
Sure. Why not? Sure. That seems logical to me.
I really hope because I should know what a freaking tiger is.
Come on.
Clicky
That's
clacks.
good.
Rolling.
Yeah.
Rolling, rolling,
Yeah.
rolling.
So, Herjin and Drosta, are you rolling at all? This is Sophie.
Notes.
Is he there?
What? Yes, I'm here. Sorry.
Are you
nature-
rolling a nature check?
I mean,
You don't have to. I'm just asking before I reveal
Sure.
things.
I just rolled because clicky clacks.
Okay. So
and to roll.
Sophie, Drosta, and Herjin, the three of you pick up. This is a saber-toothed tiger.
Ah.
Oh.
That they are playing with, much like Joey was with his cat a minute ago with the little thing. Despite being a very large cat, they are playing with it like it's a kitten.
You're a better role player.
There you go.
Mikael and
Adorable.
Zila just sees a cat, a very big cat.
Big cat.
Yes.
Weird.
Very impressive saber-tooth tiger you
DM,
have there.
can you share the NPC tag for that?
Yeah, he's stealing the wild shape, man.
Yeah.
Ah,
Did
Let
you
me
not
see.
see that coming?
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
ah.
Yeah.
I just need to see. I may have to put it in here. I don't know if it's. It should be in
You can
here.
now render armor. Yes. So
Yeah,
fancy.
Well,
there it is.
I would imagine, yeah.
You
It's a very
said
good wild shape.
you said
Uh,
animal,
Baldur's Gate
and
level,
there
yeah.
exists druid.
Animal?
Yeah.
Mm.
So.
Well, even when you're not
This is
playing
great.
as a druid.
Hold on.
Meow
Meow
I
roar.
can speak
roar.
as the
You
saber tooth.
can speak. Wait, I should be able.
Wait, so if we speak with animals,
Do we have speak
All
with
right.
animals?
Oh fuck
Oh
yeah!
my
If you go
goodness,
to
I love stat block.
NPCs, you might have the You should have the ability for the saber tooth there.
Challenge 2.
CR
Do I have that?
2. No, you're not moon.
Nope. You're not a moon druid.
No,
It'll
Zero.
take.
Will I be
Nash
able
enjoys
to?
this one. Nash enjoys this one on occasion.
No.
Druid.
I think you cap out at 1 if you're not moon.
I think so too.
It's either 1 and 1.5.
So I think it's CR1 unless you're moon
it's
druid,
1.
or like Nash, you have arch druid robes, which gives you the moon druid power of higher CR, along with other broken
possible.
bullshit.
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
He's
There might be
very
things that allow you to do things.
Your
Yes,
third level determines the beast you can transform into. At second level, you can transform into any beast that has a challenge rating of 1/4 or lower that doesn't have flies. Yeah, I think you
1/4
cap
at
You cap out at
second,
one.
4th at a half,
You cap at
8th
1.
level at 1. Yeah.
Yeah, you cap out at 1 unless you get something that increases it.
Which you never know.
That
might be
is
things.
Rip.
But you guys see them playing with this giant cat.
Appropriately timed.
It's making
As-
the
The
cat
ferocious
noises that
roar.
we found
Yeah.
our cat noises, guys. It was this one the whole time.
As you get closer, however, the cat stops playing and begins to openly stare all of you down
Oh.
and begins to growl / roar. Not really a roar, but
Dice.
just very loudly growl.
Dice, if you've ever
at all
loved
of you.
me.
Zilla's just gonna flash a look at Rictavio and Esmeralda.
If you've ever loved me, Dice.
No, you.
The dice do love you.
As
Are
you guys
you
get
kidding
closer,
me? Chris, you
yeah,
roll nat 20s to kill people.
Rictavio walks toward the front of the cat. There, kitty. Easy. You're good. They're good. You're
It's
good.
fine. We're good people.
As he begins to pet the cat kind of looks very cautiously and begins to like half purr as he's petting it. But like it's one of those like I'm not sure if I should be angry or excited. So I'm going to keep trying to growl while purr at the same time.
I reach forward with my 18 animal handling to pet the cat.
The rest is like maybe
It
maybe
is.
you should not.
It continues to make the growling purring, but it doesn't make any aggressive action.
I
would
take
like
it.
to. I would like to have stayed 30 feet away. I drop my staff, kind of leaning against a building or something. And I walk over there with my animal handling.
Okay,
That's
you're
acrobatics.
That's
Acrobatics,
Acro.
but okay.
I
You
did
do
not click
you do
that
a
one.
flip for some reason.
It's very impressive.
I reach for the cat and somehow do a flip.
unnecessary backflip.
It would be a 13, not a 12. Not that it really matters.
The cat is less excited at you coming up toward it but once again is not making any aggressive action.
Careful, Harrigan. It might see you as a meal.
Oh, you know, I've never thought about that. I've only ever had to deal with big wolves, not big cats. Huh.
It's probably the same situation.
Yeah. You know, on second thoughts, and I go back to my staff and I just kind of sit there with it. 30 feet away.
No, that's fair.
I'm just going to let you enjoy that, Sophie.
What?
As Zila doesn't want to attempt getting her hand bitten.
I'm sorry. I've never seen one of these up close.
Well, it's not super common to see them. Especially not ones that are,
Tame?
I hesitate to say tame.
Why is that? He seems, she seems, they seem.
She
seems
and
fine.
well, do you remember the story I told you when I first met you all?
Oh, I
Yes,
hated
there
you
is
back
that.
then, so no.
Ah, yes, story of being in a vicious fight with a saber-toothed tiger.
Oh.
This is the saber-toothed tiger.
Did you hate him too at the start? Good girl.
The cat oddly purrs more, and he gives a weird look toward you and the cat.
What?
Esmeralda is giggling in the background. And he is both annoyed and also trying not to laugh himself.
Good. I approve of this. Everybody else can continue.
Yeah, Zila will attempt to go forward after seeing the second purr go on. I'm guessing the purring stops as soon as she starts getting close, and then she will back away.
So it doesn't 100% stop, just simply because the tension has been a little dissuaded at the moment. So it doesn't 100% stop, but it's not as loud and excited as it was. It's just more calmed back again.
Well, this is terrifying. She's now petting the cat.
Most people I would tell not to try and pet the saber-toothed tiger, but I think if I told you guys not to do it, I think you'd do it anyway. So
I am not stupid. I'm not going to go pet the cat. No.
Well,
I want to.
Drosa, you are a cat, though.
Not the same thing.
Well, I know, but you're... Sorry, that was rude.
A little bit, yes.
Her ears are soft, though.
Established, yes.
Whose?
I forgot about that.
My ears are soft. It is established.
I forgot about that drunken escapade.
Mm-hmm.
How could you forget? We got a whole art commission.
I know we
That's
did.
the whole thing.
Yes, but I forgot about that specific part of the drunken escapade.
Oh yeah, it was how people knew Zila was drunk to begin with.
Yes. Well, I think it is about time that she goes back into her home for now. Up you go. And the cat looks at him. He gives kind of a glare. He pulls out a piece of meat and throws it in there, and the cat immediately goes, "Ooh." Ow! I smashed the microphone. Immediately pounces at the meat, and he shuts the door and begins to chain it back shut again.
Understandable.
She gets a little testy when she's hungry.
Seems fine to me.
Noted.
Aren't we all?
You know, if you'd ever
honestly,
like
yeah.
an interpreter someday, I'd be more than interested to have a little chat with her.
You know, that
Virgin,
might
you're
be
a
very
rabbit.
interesting.
Yeah, well, I'm a druid rabbit, but yes, I'm also. Never mind, not in public. I'm a lot of things, okay?
You are just a whole pile of things over there. Yes.
Very true.
Yes.
Well, we are planning to head out to. I have a tower outside of the little ways outside of town. We're going to head out there and see if we can do some research into the castle and more things of this land. The more we know before we take on the final, the better it will be for everyone, I think.
I guess that means we'll be parting ways, Esmeralda.
But for now, yes, I'm gonna make sure this idiot doesn't kill himself or anybody else.
Right. Well,
Um,
thanks for joining us, I guess.
you're welcome. I mean, we'll see each other again, provided you all don't die.
Well,
Well,
you
We'll try
know,
our best.
we don't
there's
plan
always
on
a
it.
chance.
There's always a chance in Barovia. There's
Make
a
sure
chance
this
anywhere
old
we go,
dude
to be
doesn't
fair.
get you killed either.
Touche. But we'll be out at the tower. If you need us, you know where to find us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Safe travels then.
You too.
That's a fucking wizard
Ah.
tower.
Mhm.
All right. So unless there's anything else you guys want to do with Octavia and Esmeralda, they are going to begin packing up the wagon.
Good.
Did we ever get our holy waters and stuff?
No.
That would be
Oh.
from the priest that is currently casting Hallow.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen today. Okay, next time. That's fine. Okay. I was just checking.
Maybe there's a boy that's helping out at the church that could find the ones that they already made for us, Dan?
Didn't he give you the stuff he already made?
No.
No, he hadn't.
We were on the
Nope.
way to
That's
go
right.
get it.
You were
and
going to go
then
get it because
Yeah.
it was going to be done
It's
that
attack
morning.
happened.
good
Well, you do know
thing.
that you do know the two boys that work at the church.
It's a
You know the older boy and then the younger orphan.
That's what I meant. Surely
Yeah,
one
I mean
of
you
them
could go.
could.
You could go try and see if
Let's
they're
go
around
try.
and see if they can get
We
stuff.
can try.
yeah.
All right. So you guys gonna go head over there. You meet with the orphan boy, the little orphan boy.
No. Little orphan boy.
He runs inside. I have it written down somewhere how many each of you requested. Let me see if I can find that note. Because that note I had to take on a separate thing because I didn't have my regular notes at the time. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Does anybody remember how much they wrote down? Because I'm not
working on
finding
it.
my notes. I am not finding
Okay, here
my
we go.
note sheet that has that on it.
I don't have my notes with me because I'm on my laptop, so.
Yeah, I know, and I know I wrote it down. I just don't remember where.
Mikhail bought one already. He ordered one for later. Harrigan ordered one. Esmeralda ordered one for herself.
That was it, I think. It was just 3 that you were
So
waiting
there's
on.
2 for us, 1 for her.
Yeah. So easy enough. The orphan boy can go in. He'll get the 2 and bring them out to you guys.
Hey.
So you each have. You guys have your bottles. You can now decide where you want to go, and at this point, we will take a bio break and discuss what we're doing from here.
Cool!
So bio break.
Bio breaks!
Sounds
Now
good.
you can hear me yell at the dogs for. God!
Fair.
If you're gonna
Yeah,
go to a
that's
different
true.
location, you have travel and there could be RP within the party, that takes a lot less time than a big major story beat roleplay.
Because we've discussed it so much, I feel like we would Megan said, we've had this conversation before of do we want to
I
do
want to
it?
progress the story.
Yes, I want to progress the story, damn
Yeah.
it.
For fuck's sake.
Yes.
Let's do some main quest shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I'm asking, is it the werewolves? I mean, you also know that you have to track down the faceless god,
But we don't really
the
have
sun
a
sword.
direction on that. We have a
Yeah, we do.
direction. Do we?
Yeah, it's in the mountains.
Okay. What mountains? Where in the mountains?
Mountains.
Okay, let me look at.
Look, with the wolves, we have an exact location. We know an exact place to go. With the mountains, it's generally a mountain area. With this, we know what fucking cave we're going to. That's
Okay.
that's
pretty
my
similar.
argument. Is like we know the place we are going.
I see a faceless god here awaits you at the end of a long winding road deep in the mountains.
Yes, we have
You could go look for a
riddles
road in
and
the mountains.
rhymes.
Mm.
That's a direction. I'm not gonna say that's not a direction. We
You're
could
right.
get there if
You're
we
right.
wanted to.
It is a direction. However, can I point you to the literal cave on the map? Yes, I can, right there.
I bet you anything the faceless god is in the Ember Temple.
Where's that?
Bottom of the map.
Oh, Amber Temple. Amber.
What a weird name for
Amber.
a place.
My bad.
I'm sure it's not important.
No,
Not at all.
it's a random temple in the middle of all fuck.
You also have the
Mhm.
third one, which is the Sunken City.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
which, you know, probably somewhere in the bog
Maybe.
or
Maybe.
yeah. I don't know.
something like that. I mean, so I'm just gonna. My vote is cave and wolves.
That was the story. I was fine
That's-
with that before.
I mean, like, I don't want to stop tonight either, but if we have to, because it's where
mean,
we've been leading to.
We can do a little bit of the travel there, but at most it'll be 30 minutes tops, because I mean it'll be a lot of checks, and I'll stop before we get in any sort of combat.
Yeah, fair
How
enough.
far out are we from the wolves? I would know probably
Wolves?
pretty precisely.
Well, we're at Valaki, so.
We're at Valaki currently.
Let's see.
So we gotta go across.
It was 3 days to Kresk,
Hmm.
correct?
Mhm.
If I remember
Yeah.
right.
Something like
Yep.
that. Yeah. We're
It'd be
essentially
about
kinda- instead of going to Kresk, we're
yeah, you're dividing up, but I'm saying distance on the map wise.
yeah.
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 Considering it's not roads.
Yeah, we're not gonna have roads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going to
It's
It may
gonna
take
be
like
probably
5 days.
I would say at minimum 4.5.
That makes sense.
That does make sense.
That is barring botched survival checks along the way.
Yeah.
That is optimal. No delays from battle, no delays from bad checks.
okay. 4.5
It
minutes.
would be 4.5 days.
You guys have my vote, but is that what we want to do?
I am fine with whichever option. I just mainly need to know so I know where to narrate you guys walking to.
I think we go Wolf's Run.
To the wolves?
No.
Mhm.
Who the wolves?
Camera?
We're
Okay.
locking it in.
Woof woof.
All right.
Lock
Is
it
that
in.
your final answer?
Let's fucking go. Let's go get
Alright.
murdered.
Yeah, let's
For
fucking
other-
go.
For other metagame reasons, I'm a little upset, but it's okay.
You don't want
You'll get to it eventually.
You don't want to tackle your
Yeah,
hags yet.
Want to go to the hags?
No, it's not the hags.
No,
Okay.
it's not the hags.
Oh.
It's
Hell
What do you
fucking no.
wanna
I'll tell you guys right now, I am
Say
putting
it.
off the hags as long as I fucking can.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
All right.
Because,
Well, color me confused then, because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
cool. I won't.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
Don't look behind the curtain.
Nope, I won't. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's march.
All righty. You guys begin to make your way out of the west gate of Vallaki. The party has decided they are going to go for the first of the 3 treasures. The
Woo!
Tome of Strahd, which is let me find my exact wording for the riddle again.
I just had it up.
I have it here. I'm just bringing it up.
I do
The
too.
Tome of Strahd. Look for a den of wolves in the hills overlooking a mountain lake. The treasure belongs to the knight's children.
Mm-hmm. So you guys have okay. Apparently, the saber-tooth tiger came with you.
A new friend.
As both purring and munching. I'm not sure what.
I'm munching on cauliflower. I'm sorry.
I know. You're fine. But you guys begin to make your way to the west to go to Wolf Run, up to go to the werewolves, the place that Mikael is not so thrilled to have to go and return to. But nonetheless, things must go on. And in order to stop Strahd, everyone has to confront their past at some point.
Smile.
So, now I ask this question: who is leading this?
Haven't we been having Harrigan make these tracks?
We have,
Yes.
Yeah.
but I'm asking because of you have a specific person in this party who knows their way to and from this place very
That's
well.
true. Oh, that's
Yeah.
very
It's
true.
hard to say. I just feel like I kind of know the route.
Yeah.
All right,
The
lead
DC
on,
would be-
Mikael.
I can tell you the DC is significantly lower getting through the woods with Mikael than it
Crazy.
is with Harrigan.
Yeah.
Hey, praise be. Let's go.
Okay. I will be doing it
Because
then.
it has been a few years.
Sure. Time's passed. Things change.
So it's not yeah. Well, it's also just it's been a few years, so it's not as ingrained. It's not as innate as it used to be.
Well, you know.
But go ahead and give me
There for-
survival at advantage.
Okay. I did live in this
21,
cave
very
for
good.
over a decade.
So you guys leave from Vallaki. With that 21, you guys get up to the Lunar River Crossroads. Within a day, which is very good travel. Especially
Nice.
because it was a little bit later in the day when you guys left, because you guys took the long rest. You didn't get up till almost 11, ate food, went to the stockyards, and then left. So you made very good time today with a 21. And so you guys kind of camp out just a little off of the crossroads. I will, just due to circumstances, I will allow Joey, if you want to roll your skill with advantage for your looking. Because even though you were the one that did the survival check, Mikael led you very well. You were able to find a good place. So it's now your chance to find a good spot to rest for the night.
All right. Yeah, that's a
Nat
nat
20!
20.
Heyo.
Natural
Perfect.
20, you find a spot right off the road that is, as far as you can tell, completely hidden from the road.
Yeah.
But you are not too far into the woods where you believe you would be within danger of things.
Ain't no bandits
spot.
getting us.
Yeah.
So,
Ah,
if you do remember, though, Strahd's guarantee of safety to and from is now expired.
yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
We
I
gotta take
need
watches again.
watches. because things
take
can
first
happen
watch.
now.
Crazy.
Mm.
Who's joining Mikael on his watch?
I will.
Mikael, who do you want to join on your watch?
Okay, I said I
Anyone.
will, but fine.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you said well.
No, I
I
said
also
I
thought you
will.
said well.
Oh,
Mhm.
sorry, I
Yeah,
was
did too.
it sounded like
stretching
well.
and moving away from the mic as I said it.
That's fine.
All right.
Go for it.
So,
Yep.
I clicked it.
I did
on
not mean to
accident.
click on that map.
Hmm.
Night camp.
I have that one. Ah, our tokens
Now
are
all
not
of a
on
sudden my
here.
brain just instantly with the Night Trap theme song because my brain. It's a stupid theme song.
Night, 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 night,
It's
night.
the night camp.
All right.
It is very dark.
It is.
It's night.
Our tokens aren't here.
Yeah.
There we
Ah.
are.
This is true.
Aha!
Aha, I can
Um,
see.
just for
I
visual
can
effect.
fight.
Nope. Nope.
Ah, there we are.
Get on the grid.
Some of us.
Nope.
I go over here.
Nope. Nope. Put yourselves where you want. Preferably on the grid.
But it's a bush. I'm sorry. Here, I'll do here.
Thank you.
I mean, you say whatever you want, but sure.
Yeah, you can sit wherever. It's just preferably in the grid square. Because I know Mira
no
will
reason.
start twitching on her side.
I'm sorry, I will. I appreciate this, Joey. Thank you. Joey,
Yep. I just wanted to test, just a little nudge over. See, like, yeah.
All right.
immediate.
So I need perception, either one from each or advantage from one.
Oh, before
Each?
we
You wanna
go
do
to
each?
bed,
Sure.
you get dark vision again.
Sick.
All right.
Nice roll.
Extremely nice roll.
Thanks.
Is there any RP you two want to have?
Like I was pacing the whole watch.
So, how long has it been?
Oh, jeez. Like almost 3 years.
That's a long time. Is there anything we should know that you haven't said? Because you seem kind of on edge.
Yeah. Yeah. I think if I remember correctly, I told you about the wolves as best as I know.
Yes, I remember this.
If I remember
DM.
correctly, I think I told them the wolf
Um,
information that I had, or did I not?
You did.
I thought I did.
And if you told us,
At least
then...
you gave him like a surface level like explanation of it.
Like the overview of
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, the typical overview
Emil
bullet points of
is
the
in
Yeah.
charge.
backstory.
I gave my bullet points.
Okay, then Sophie knows, yeah.
So Sophia knows. You know the basics.
Right.
Eh,
Is there anything else we should know?
yeah. Look,
Like...
it's fine. It's
No, you can't
That-
just say yes and then
not-
say it's fine. It's not...
give me.
You know what? All right,
I think I'm going to tell everyone at once.
you know what?
How
That
about that?
that
I would prefer to tell everyone at once, so I
that
only have to do
makes
it once. Does that
fair.
make sense?
Yeah, it's
So-
easier to just rip the whole band-aid off.
Just the whole band-aid.
What's a band-aid?
The bandage.
Bandage.
Bandage. Yeah, you're right.
The
you're right.
non-brand named
Yes.
thing.
Not sponsored.
Catch, please.
Please give us money.
Please, please. I will take it.
Yeah. Yes.
Listen. I will tell everyone at once. Before
Alright.
we get there.
That's fair.
I promise that.
Okay.
I'll tell a story. And that will be
Ah,
what needs to happen.
you're very good at those.
You know, I try. I've been kind of working on it. You know. Yeah. I didn't do it for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, makes other cat makes sense.
Double cat.
The cats have been mated.
Well, yeah. Hopefully we make it there and back in one piece, and we'll see if these oracles are right. Oracle
They'll be
singular.
None of us right. She's always right.
That's what
And
everyone keeps saying.
That's what everyone says. That she's always right. I believe them. I don't know.
I'll believe it once there's more proof.
Once you see it,
Yes, I'll believe it when I see it.
sure. It's not really believing then, is it?
Well,
It's just seeing.
well, yes, but if you have concrete evidence that something is true, it's easier to believe once there's, physical evidence.
Then you just know it's true.
Well, yes.
Don't have to believe anymore.
Well, right. So then I can believe it. I can believe the rest to be true. Because I haven't
Okay.
proven that all of it's true. I've just only proven that one of it's true. But if one of it's
So-
true, that statistically makes the odds that the others... And she just goes on with, like,
This is
annoying
droning.
you with, like, boring shit until it's the next person's turn.
This
All right.
chills
welcome
Mikhail
to
out a little
90% of the Zophie and Zila talks.
bit. You see it like lessens his anxious energy.
Yeah.
That
I just imagine just like, oh, this is what she had to deal. Zila had to deal with this for. Oh, she likes to talk.
kind of like really gets Zila, and even more
Yeah.
as time goes on.
Zila and Mikhail are on the same fucking page.
There's a wavelength that we are both.
Yeah.
We just get it.
Yeah, you know.
All right. In the typical fashion, I'll wake up Zila for the next one.
All right. I wake up. Who are you waking up to join me, Mikhail?
Who am I waking up to join you? Harrigan.
Okay.
God, it's time already.
Yep.
Uh,
Get going.
okay.
Our turn.
Oh. Hi, Zila.
Hi.
Good night.
Yeah,
Good night.
Incredible RP. Riveting.
All right.
Well, I mean, that they haven't gone to sleep yet.
No.
And before
Just
you ask,
hi.
yes, I go to sleep.
Okay. That was going to be my next question.
Mr. Yeah, anyways. Perceptions?
Yes. Either individual or one at advantage.
Hiya.
Yeet.
Please roll better than me.
Oh.
Hey, yo!
Oh.
You see
Okay,
into the
everything.
future. You
Okay, you're
perceive the ants on the ground, sir.
All right.
We'll
Is
see
there any
what results
RP
from this. Oh,
you
okay.
wish to have?
I just want to say on the nat 20, Harrigan briefly sees the silhouette of a cat and hears it on the wind.
You see the
Ow!
interdimensional cat.
The cat bites her. on the foot.
She's feisty. Well, I got. You see Harrigan rummaging through his bags real quick.
What you looking for?
I was just wondering how many supplies for potions I had. It's he pulls out one herb. It's not much.
You were collecting a bunch, so does that mean you were able to make a potion?
Rummaging through his bags.
DM,
Pulls
I
out a
think he's
potion.
been able to make a potion.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah,
He just
yeah.
said he pulled out.
Yeah.
The,
Yeah.
he's just thematically rummaging through and
Yeah.
doing things.
No.
Yeah, he has one.
Well, look at you. Good job.
Oh, thank you, thank you. It's pretty small. It's not the best, but in a pinch.
Those always help in a pinch,
Mm.
which we always seem to find ourselves in.
Yeah. I'll have to try and gather more. We'll probably use a lot more than just one healing potion throughout our time here.
I have a feeling that even if you were to get enough for one more, both will be used very quickly.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm.
So, what do you think of this situation we're going into?
Well, there's a reason why I'm looking at my potion supplies. I don't think that I like this very much. In the
I don't
short
think
time. Go ahead.
I don't think any of us like what we're going into, but it's necessary.
Yeah. You know, we've already been to Mikhail's true, home village, but if you think about it, we're about to go to his second home? Though he may not call it home anymore.
I would err on the side of not calling it a home.
Oh, no. But the simple fact is, he spent a chunk of his life living here. And it's weird to say, but I've never really looked at him as a werewolf. In the sense that
Go
I see a
on.
werewolf as a sort of beast human.
Should have stayed awake. Fuck. Material
Yes!
wasted.
Yup. Yup.
Anyways, keep going, Joey.
Yeah.
And all I've ever
Zila's
seen
intrigued.
is all I've ever seen is more so the human side.
God damn it.
But we're going to get a deeper look into his more bestial side. And as someone who runs from wolves, well, at the sight of them, I'm scared of what I'm going to see. What's going to happen.
That's fair. But this is also an opportunity to see the difference between these other werewolves and the man Mikhail is.
True. Damn it all.
Look, the sisters are in it, okay? Zealous gained information for Zophie, whether or not Zophie knows.
Oh my god.
What is your reaction to Zealous saying that, by the way?
Kind of, honestly, hold on. I'm just gonna. You don't need to roll anything. I just want to see.
So now,
He doesn't pick it up. He does not pick anything up from that.
Nope.
Head empty, no thoughts.
Ah!
I love the dice tonight. The dice have been perfect
My
for
God.
everything.
I went from a nat 20 to a nat 1. What is this bullshit?
The karmic balance.
Welcome to my life.
Perfectly
Well,
balanced.
Karmic balance.
As all
Everything
things
balanced
should
as it
be.
should be.
Oh.
Adari would be proud. Anyways,
Yeah.
continue.
You said say more or something like that?
Huh?
I'm trying to pick up where we left off. I'm sorry.
I said that Zila said that this could be an opportunity to see the difference between werewolves and the man that Mikhail is.
That's true. I didn't really think about it like that. Again, I've only ever seen the more human side, so I don't know. It's definitely going to be interesting through and through.
I think, as scared as he might be in this situation, I have a very good idea of what he may be thinking right now, or at least a smidgen.
Mm.
This,
There's also
this is an opportunity for him to tie up loose ends, so he's going to be relying on us to help him and support him.
well, that should be what I'm good at. Support. And I'll do my best for all of you.
So long as you don't decide to jump into the middle of a bunch of zombies.
Yeah, for as timid as I can be, zombies didn't really scare me that much. Sure, there were a lot of them, but like I probably, with my legs as they were, just kick the head off of one. But right now I don't know. It feels like my body's made of lead ever since I became this fucking vampire. But that's beside the point.
Well, something did change with you, and it's unknown why it occurred. Maybe there's a way to revert it, who knows? But that being said, us going into hostile territory, I highly recommend not doing anything that would put you at risk. Mostly because, since this is important to Mikhail, if you put yourself in unnecessary risk, Mikhail might have to put himself in unnecessary risk as well. I see you smiling, Beck.
Trust me, I've given this considerable thought, and as much as I have in the past said I'll keep my hands clean and then done just a little bit of dirty work, I'm going to keep myself and everyone safe. And I will not be doing anything too risky as long as the situation doesn't call for it. I'm probably going to keep my mouth shut at every point that we see the werewolves.
I think that would be ideal, and probably how Mikhail will want to handle things. But we'll probably hear about it once we get closer, maybe. Who knows?
By the by, I don't think we're anywhere near close enough to hear it, but any wolves in the background howling?
That would be pretty cool to
With
hear
a
if we heard.
30?
Ow!
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you hear some wolves.
Uh,
They don't seem to be getting close by any means, but you hear them in the forest.
Whoa.
Oh, why'd I have to go to sleep?
Don't worry about it.
It's
I'll
not
fill
the
you
same.
Aww.
But I appreciate
Poor
it.
Sophie.
But I appreciate it.
Zila knows what you're doing. And she is supportive.
Good.
All right.
Anyways,
Yeah.
If there's nothing else,
I can't think of any other than giving Harrigan the warning to not put himself in unnecessary danger if for anyone for Mikhail's sake.
God, don't make a pact with the hags. Don't fuck around with the werewolves. What can I do?
says the damn
I
fear.
mean,
Oh, true.
I mean,
Although that was not by choice, but
No.
you're good at a lot of things. It's just you do some things that are questionable.
That's best.
And I still haven't forgotten the dream pastry thing.
I haven't either. Make no
there's
mistake.
the cat.
Yep. You're gonna sit right here. Make no
Interdimensional cat.
It's the Cheshire cat.
Yes.
Ow.
But
why is the Cheshire cat so
Chat.
aggressive?
Have
I
you
don't know.
read the book?
I haven't.
He's not a timid thing.
No,
Anyways,
he's not.
that would be it from Zila unless Harrigan has anything else to say.
I'm all good.
Okay. Now who's up? The last two, I
Well,
imagine.
So Zila wakes up DeRosta.
I will go
Your
to
turn.
Irina and poke her in the cheek.
Sure. What?
Good morning.
What? What? Okay, I guess that's one way to wake a person.
He doesn't tend to do anything normal. He tried tickling me one night and it was weird.
How does that work when you know?
Don't
yeah,
ask
that's
me.
the
Never
exact
mind.
question. That is the exact question I had, and I couldn't figure it out.
You know,
Zila turns around, puts her hand up, and is like, "Don't ask me." And then she goes and lays down in her little bubble that she is. If you can imagine a little Rimuru kind of thing going on,
Hold
she
on.
kind of gives a little bit of a glare before going to sleep.
No. Oh. Crawl back in my bush.
Sorry, 3D printer just made a terrible noise. I had to go stop it.
No.
Sorry, I missed that last little bit. That was a. You had to go get that shut off because it was loud.
I said Zila turns around, puts her hand up, saying, "Don't ask me." Goes into her little ball form, but before she does, she like Rimuru turning around and glares, and then she goes to sleep.
Gotcha. All right. All right. Drosta and Irina. You want to do advantage or each roll?
Nope, we're all gonna roll shitty together separately. So.
All right.
Oh yes.
That's a 3.
Yep.
That's a
My
10.
favorite.
Nice.
We're so good at perceiving, guys.
Very impressive.
Is there any RP you would like to have with Irina?
Not tonight.
Okay. You are not a person that she really has much to talk with about, so she won't have anything either. The two of you can make like small talk, but the night goes on. Nothing happens despite terrible rolls. You guys were safe for tonight. You guys wake up the next morning, and that is where we will call it for tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All
Progress.
right, let's
We
go.
got out of Valaki.
We
did it.
got more content for the
finally-
book.
Woo! Well, not yet. Zila still has to tell it to you.
Soon, in the future. Maybe. Judge me all you want.
Absolutely.
It's deserved.
I just love how you're like, no! I should
My hubris.
I should But the funny thing is, without even communicating, I was already like,
I got you.
I'm going to get dirt. I am going to get stuff for Sophie. Go on. What do you mean about with me?
Would you have thought to use like telekinesis just to wake her up?
Nah, Zila would allow her to sleep. I could wait for morning.
Yeah.
Megan, your smile when it's like, my character knows. What? Putting
What?
yourself in
If
danger?
Harry got into trouble with the werewolves, Mikael would not overreact.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Not at
normal,
all.
fine. For certain.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and send a raid out. And...
Same character, different monster, basically. That's basically what it is, but we're
Basically.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, that is going to be it for me. We are gonna go ahead and send the raid out to its Kyo Cat. You guys have a good night. Appreciate you coming out. Sorry for the late start on everything. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some sleep. Take care. Bye-bye.